Happy Shut Your Ass Up Saturday. You already know the assignment. Pretty simple. Keep the petty on high heat. And if somebody starts talking that silly shit, it's shut your ass up. Petty-luya.
What I'm on here for about is Queen Shiva.
Say that louder now. We don't get to hear that often. Say it louder. I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
Oh, baby.
Llama, red pajama, read the story, read mama keeps his baby hurt. Llama, go downstairs. Llama, red pajama, feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama, red pajama, call down to his llama. Llama.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. It's I said what I said.
Fellas. It's time for I Said What I Said Saturdays, right here on Queen Shiba. All right, the palace, let's go. Damn!
Llama, red pajama, read the story, read mama keeps his baby hurt. Llama, go downstairs. Llama, red pajama, feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants.
Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama, red pajama, go downstairs to his mama. Hey, yes, that's the jam right there. And I said what I said. Welcome, everybody, to Saturday morning. I said what I said. If this is your first time, baby, let me tell you, we get down over here on Saturdays. And I'm not even having like a mimosa. I got my Saratoga sparkling water. I am ready to go. This is your time. This is your time to shine, baby. This is what we are here to do. This is your time to shine. And this is the day that you get to vent. Yep. I said what I said. Saturdays is dedicated to you to get anything off your chest. There's no qualifications that you have to meet in order to come up here and vent about what you need to vent about. We just ask that you keep it short and sweet. Get straight to the point. There's 2 rules though. There's 2 rules that you must follow. Number 1, you cannot take it personal. If you're at home getting ready right now on your way to the barbershop, on your way to get your nails did, your hair done, you know what I'm saying? You kind of like laying down your baby hair. You cooking. Some of y'all may have slept in today. You know, maybe you went out, you having a cup of coffee and you sitting there minding your own damn business and somebody calls into the Queen Shiba Saturday show talking about I said what I said and they bring up your name and you be like, what? Yeah, it ain't personal. Let them have it. Let them stand on business. That's the first rule. It's never personal. The second rule is, because y'all be acting like y'all don't know, when you're done, you wrap it up and you say, I said what I said. When I ask you to sign it, seal it, and deliver it, don't say it's signed, sealed, and delivered. No. That means that's your time to say, I said what I said. Don't be forgetting. You know what time it is. It's Saturday. Stand on business. I done already dropped the link. It could be about your mama, your daddy, your cat, your dog. Hell, it could be about anything. Later on, we will shift the conversation into Simon and Portia because Simon talking about he was targeted. Simon said he was targeted, but we get into that a little bit later. So if you about that life and you about it, and you feeling froggy, now's your time to jump, baby. I said what I said. I'm gonna sit back and wait and see what y'all got to say and let you talk your shit today on this good old Saturday. You see what I'm saying? Because if you waited until Saturday to come up here, it's all good with me. It could be about me. I'm cool. Now, let's just say we get into a heated debate or a discussion and you feel like you're cooking, right? And you're really driving home some good points. And then all of a sudden, while you're talking, a white man comes on in the middle of you cooking. Queen, what you mean a white man? Hold on. If this white man comes on while you're talking. Man, if that white man come on in the middle of you talking and cooking, that means somebody done paid a $9.99 super chat because they ain't trying to hear what you talking about. They ain't feeling it. It don't look, it don't make you wrong. It don't make you wrong. Some people just got paid yesterday and they standing on business and they said what they said. So if that white man come on in the middle of you cooking in the lab, damn, they ain't trying to hear that. So you got to go to timeout for 5 minutes. But hold up. You can put yourself back on the block if you match that super chat of $9.99 or higher. That's it. That's all. Now, if y'all want somebody off the block and you drop a $9.99 super chat, boot them. You better tell me your name so we can know. Y'all, this is not a panel discussion. This is just I said what I said. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for y'all to come up here and talk your shit because y'all talking in the comments. Yeah, I said what I said. It's click the link. Let me see if you about that life. Oh, yeah, y'all real fly. Y'all real fly in the comments section, but today is the day you come up and you stand on business. So if you're tuned in from Facebook, if you're tuned in from YouTube and or Twitter, welcome. Now's your time to shine, baby. Y'all quiet, baby. Y'all too quiet for my liking. For all that shit y'all be talking in our comments. Oh. Leash says, I love it over here. Leash, you like it over here? Well, we're glad to have you. We are glad to have you. I'm just seeing what y'all are built up. The link is pinned to the top. All you have to do is click it. I see some of you last week said, I can't wait to come on. Well, here we are. Here we are. This one's for you. This one is for you. And as a matter of fact, if don't nobody come up, I'm just going to end the live. I'm not going to play with y'all today. I'm going to just end the live. Because I like people that stand on business. I don't like people that throw rocks and hide their hands. If you got something to say to your baby daddy, hit the link. If you got something to say to your boss, hit the link. If you got something that you just want to vent and get off your chest, hit the link. I don't want to hear shit after this live is over. Don't go to the comments. You had every opportunity to mosey on up here and hit the damn link. Hit the link. Hit the damn link. Uh-oh, somebody didn't hit the link, y'all. Hold on. I saw a comment. Hold on. Anitra says, I'm driving and listening. Well, we appreciate you driving and listening, Anitra. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Liberia Rose, what you standing on? You ain't even got to ask me how I'm doing. You got the floor. Welcome, Liberia Rose. Be ready to go. All right. Her audio is not connecting. Let me go to Mandy. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You got it.
All right. I was just coming in to say, for one, don't nobody feel sorry for Portia talking about her baby. And I hate to look. I said what I said. Don't nobody feel sorry. Pilar was so sad when Simon didn't come back, and Dennis had to step up. Girl, that's your baby daddy. Stop playing. And then two, with the Tyler Perry stuff, I say, and I hate to say black people, but black people, we got to stop putting these people on pedestals just because they got a check. Like, they fucked up, manipulative people, and they got a check. And I said what the fuck I said.
I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said. I meant what I said.
Boom, just like that. That's how it works. That was Mandy. She gave you the perfect example. Let's run it back. Liberia Rose, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Liberia, bring your ass back up here. Now, I done waited. Get back up here, Liberia. You already know what time it is. Click the link. Mandy said what the hell she said. She said, y'all need to stop worshiping these black folks. Y'all be idolizing people, worshiping people, get mad because somebody disagree with you, want to fight in the chat, but come Saturday morning and I said what I said, you ain't nowhere to be found. And as a matter of fact, for some of you that's mad, coming in my chat talking about I'm biased and I don't like Puffy, you just mad because I won't say what you want me to say. I said what the hell I said. Mark Agnafilo got his ass up there and was talking like an old drunk white man. And I said what I said. Did he clean it up later? Yeah. But he just because you clapping and hawing and and shit and he's making you laugh don't mean it's a good defense. I said what I said. Welcome, Liberia Rose. You got the floor. Liberia. Girl, you got to check that audio. Go out, click settings. Don't come in. Let me tell you how to do it. Go out, click your settings, click sound, and make sure your sound is connected to whatever device you need it to be connected to. We're going to save you a spot in line. Go ahead and go out, come back in, but get the settings set up before you click the link. Okay? Before you come into the studio. Yep, I said what I said. Some of y'all, see, and that's what I be talking about. I'm going to stand on business today. I'm finna go ahead. I'm finna go there. Because it's Saturday and it's not personal. Even if I say you black people, you know it's not personal. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all too damn emotional for me. A lot of y'all are too damn emotional for me. You can't listen. Not everybody. Not everybody, y'all. I'm just saying some of y'all. Some of y'all, listen, you ain't trying to hear that nobody else talking about if it ain't pleasing to your soul. And that's how a lot of y'all get got. That's how a lot of y'all get caught up in these relationships, get tricked, bamboozled, finessed out of your money, your home, your coochie, all of that good stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because you act like you living in the Garden of Eden and you like snakes that hiss and tell you and sing the songs and sing the tunes that you want to hear. And as soon as somebody else come with a different perspective, all of a sudden, they biased, they a clown, they this, they that. You're too damn emotional. Sit your ass down somewhere and be open to a different perspective sometimes. Be open sometimes. You don't know everything. Nobody does. But guess what? When we're open and when we sit and hear what so-and-so talking about, and when we hear what he or she is talking about, you learn something new. Some of you are too damn emotional to be on social media. And I said, what the hell I said. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like that. It's Saturday. It ain't personal. I told y'all that's how we get down over here on Saturdays. Thank you for tuning in from Facebook. Thank you for tuning in over there on Twitter, X, whatever it is. Come on over here. Come on over here and get some of this good work that we finna put in. But listen, let me go to my super chats real quick. I'm acting a fool on Saturday morning. I know better. Give me 1 second.
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
Yes, flowing effortlessly. Liberia Rose 6565 said, you know what? Damn, I'll try again next Saturday. They say the third time is a charm. Give it one more shot, Liberia. Give it one more shot. You never know. That third time is a charm. Don't quit yet. You too close. You too close to the finish line. Come on back up here. Try one more time. If it ain't meant, it ain't meant. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and make sure your audio and all of that is good before you click enter studio. Just double check it. Always be cute. Say Portia successfully scammed the scammer. Now he big man. Listen. Did she lie? She said Portia successfully scammed the scammer and now he is mad. What you mad for? You knew you was married. Y'all be knowing y'all married. Oh, drop the link, baby. The link is pinned. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, but just for you, I will. I just dropped the link. Come on up here. Go ahead and vent and get it off your chest. Let me tell you something. Y'all be knowing y'all married. Y'all be knowing. So now you mad? I ain't even ready to get into Portia yet. But that's a good point. Always be cute. And I'm going to go ahead and transition that argument to some of these dudes out here and some of these women out here. You knew he had somebody. You was okay being a side. You was okay doing this. You was okay doing that. But let me just tell you something. I always tell men this. Ain't no such thing as a side chick. The hell you talking about? Ain't no such thing as a side chick. You just sit back and wait in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because every side wants to be the number one spot on the roster. Every side wants to take the place of your baby mama, your wife, or whatever it is that you're doing out here in these streets. Every side. You just give her time, baby. And she gonna show her ass. I promise you that. Give her time. Keep her hidden in the background too long and watch she don't make your life a living hell. And I said what the hell I said. Welcome The mayor of YouTube is in the building, y'all. You got the floor.
Keep her hidden in the background too long.
Okay,
And
mayor of
watch,
YouTube. Come on, mayor of YouTube. You gotta turn that off. Let's try it again. Unmute. Let's go, mayor of YouTube.
Keep her hidden in the background too long.
Okay, the mayor of YouTube got an echo. So turn off everything. Mayor of YouTube. I don't know why you got a echo, but let's try it again. We can't hear you. I'm gonna drop you down. Oh, here, hold on.
Mayor of YouTube.
Let's try it.
I don't know why you got a echo, but let's try it again.
Okay, I dropped the mayor of YouTube. They're gonna try it again. Make sure you have all devices off. Make sure you're, I don't know, but just make sure you're good to go. Well, and I said, DM, what you standing on? Okay, I dropped the mayor of YouTube. They're gonna try it again. Now, y'all, come on now. Y'all know the rule. You got to turn off everything in the background. You got to pause. You got to be, when you click that link, be ready to go. Turn off them TVs, put it on pause, put it on mute, because y'all, we can hear it. Let me try again with Mandy. Welcome to Saturday morning. Hold on. Let me go to DBM. DBM, what you got?
Good morning, Queen.
Let's go. You got the floor.
Yeah, I'm calling to say you are a marvelous woman and you're doing such a great job. And I said what I said, and I don't care who don't give a damn. Love you, Queen.
All right. Well, thank you, DBM. We appreciate you pulling up and tapping in. She said what I said. Don't argue with her. Don't argue with me. She said, I am doing a good job and I receive it. Thank you, DBM. Welcome back, Mandy. Stand on business. What you got?
And can I talk about Phaedra outfit for the reunion? I hated it.
Go ahead, girl.
She trying to be so young looking when you was just trying to be the Southern Belle. I'm all for people changing, but why are you going to this extreme, like sexy, I don't know, MILF or whatever, trying to be out there like in the same like proportion? Like we respected your accolades as a lawyer. Like you getting to look to appear a little trashy to me. And I said what the fuck I said. One more thing. And they saying that not Portia, Phaedra was the one that paid the little person to come to Angela at the thing. And I'm like, that would be in true Phaedra taste to do something low down like that. I say she still haven't learned her lesson. And I'm all for Charles. They showed the reunion clip or whatever. Charles Oakley checking the girl, say, I'm the only husband here. Well, y'all husband at? Y'all so worried about Charles? So I like that. Say, yeah, shut their ass right up. And I'm done. I said what the fuck I said.
Damn!
Yeah. I never listen. This is not pre-rehearsed. Nobody has to go through an interview process to click that link. They come up here, they vent, they get it off their chest, and that's just the way we roll on Saturdays. And listen, Simone, don't worry about it. Don't come in here with all that to my Queen if you don't change that thumbnail. It's too late, shit. It's up there. And I said what I said. I have a reputation to girl. We ain't worried about it. Listen, what I said. What I say, Simon? I don't care. I don't care. It's too late. It's done. It's a done deal. They didn't already saw me misspell it. Listen, I'll take care of it later. I'll take care of it later. Okay? Okay. Listen, D Herford says, I'd rather be single than have my husband out here have my husband out here making me look like a fool. Why ain't y'all clicking the link? Okay, because we're not going to do a whole panel on Simon. It's Saturday morning. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. But I hear you, D. I hear you. But let me ask you something for those of you that are tuned in. Are y'all really that strong as women to be able to walk if a man got you out here looking real crazy? Are you really? Because let me tell you something about men that I think I know. I could be wrong. And for the men that's in the bushes, I don't think too many men will let you cheat on them and stay, work it out. And stay and work it out. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, she here. Here she go. Simone Wealthy, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
I'm standing on you changing that thumbnail. I clicked that thing. I'm like, Simone, what the hell I do? What I do?
I ain't sitting on no damn. I
They
listen.
said Simone. I'm like, what? Huh? Anyway, I know it was a typo, but I don't know. I clicked the link because you said ain't no one clicking the link. Shit, I ain't scared.
Okay, don't never
What's
be
up?
scared. Yeah, they be scared. Look, they talk all that shit all during the week. I mean, all running all up and down YouTube, talking shit all on social media. And when it's time to come up here and click the link, everybody quiet as a church mouse.
I know they got to have someone to start it off, pop it off. That's all. I'll pop it off real quick. I don't understand how we're entertaining what a sex offender is saying versus someone who we have not caught in any lies. Why are we even entertaining what he said the first time about Faktra and her
Whoa, you gotta call
conniving ass?
names. You gotta call names. Let's go.
No, because I don't want no
No, because you're
YouTube
not gonna mess
creative
up my
beef,
radio show
man.
and come up here and not ain't gonna drop no damn names.
Well,
Let's go.
they're not really saying it, but I just don't like the entertaining of as if this man is.
I don't know what you're talking about though.
I don't want to say it. No, because I don't want to bring that. No, you're above all that. It's not. And it's not that bad. They could just be being open and just showing both sides. I just don't like it. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to call names. It ain't nothing about no people from the other side, nothing like that. It's just I don't want to bring that to you, but I'm just me personally. I just don't like seeing that we're up here entertaining an ex-offender who has to register in any state he moves to and believing what he may be saying versus a woman who we have not caught in any lies. But he claimed that Faktra put him up to it, payment or no payment. And he did it. Okay. He put his foot in. He wanted to be on TV to get that shine. And now he mad because everybody know all his business. He been registered on Georgia's list since 2010, 2011. And you have a certain content creator putting him up there as if possibly, he's credible, him and his so-called friend. And I say birds of a feather flock together. So miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that. I'm not entertaining what he's saying. I believe what Angela's saying. I believe Faktra put him up to it and created this mess to deflect from. She never wants to talk about her personal life. I think she would have some interesting things to look at, but she just doesn't want to talk about it. But don't, try to create some mess and possibly mess up someone's family. If Charles is doing what he's doing, it'll come out. Angela's a grown ass woman. She'll handle it the way she handled it. You ain't got to put no little messy bird up to come embarrass her in front of people, So I say what I said.
She said she said what she said. Listen.
Well, that's no surprise at all.
No surprise at all. No, hold on, you done. You said what you said.
Okay,
let me go to the next person. Hold on, I'll be back. Hold on, DG, welcome to Saturday. And I see everybody in the back waiting to come up. DG, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Good morning. I'm standing on business. How about these folks tried to scam me out some money to replace my HVAC system when all I needed was a damn thermostat? $18,000 versus $750. That part right there. But I said what I said. It's fixed, and I said what I said.
Oh my God.
Damn, that was DG. She said, y'all not finna scam her out of no $1,800. She said what the hell she had to say. Thank you for coming up, DG. Venting, getting it off your chest. Listen, don't take it with you in the weekend. TJ's baby, you got the floor. Make it make sense. Saturday morning, I said what I said.
Good morning, Queen. In the palace and the mods. Congratulations on your 7.6. Goddamn, girl, you doing it. That's all good. But I didn't come up here to talk about Simon and Portia. I came up here, you know me, I come up here to address these old ass content creators. And I have fun with it, believe it or not. But there was a content creator that said that she made a widespread threat that she was going to do something to a millimeter. And I'm here to let her know she not doing nothing to no millimeters. She not doing nothing to nobody. And I'm here to let her know that the fact that she said that was the welcoming mat that my black ass needed to come up here and to read her ass. Marcella, you said that any subscriber say anything about you, you was going to sue them and you was going to dox them. Okay, let me help you out with the doxing. I am number 8 of 11 siblings. This handle right here belonged to my brother-in-law, who is a police detective. Okay, so I want you to dox me. I want you to dox me. I already let him know what time it is, what type of time you on, because the type of time y'all on out here talking about doxing queens and stuff, y'all not gonna put down no demonstrations. When you do find out who the person is, you're not gonna pull up. All y'all gonna do is just keep your old asses talking. Now, you also said something about calling somebody ugly. Marcella, there is nothing about you that says cute, fine, or pretty. Okay? Because I'm trying to find, we want to know when your baby due, because you got a big stomach. Second, if you're not going to fix them raggedy ass teeth of yours, at least get them whitened. Because that's not a good look, sis, with your yellow teeth, your black gums, and your red lipstick and spit coming all out your mouth, and you running your mouth talking about something, calling somebody ugly. No. You're not ugly. You may be thinking that you're not ugly, but you are ugly. And you keep messing around. I don't understand. This is what I'm tripping on. This is what.
No, hold on. You cooking. If you sign it and seal it, but go ahead.
What I'm trying to understand is this: a group of old bitches. It's an old bitches that great grandmothers acting like middle school motherfuckers up here on this internet. I don't understand it. But the fact remains is this: y'all gonna dox and y'all gonna fuck with the wrong one, and you're not gonna understand it. You are definitely not gonna understand it. And then Marcella, I'm gonna tell you like this: you sitting up here talking about you suing you. First of all, we don't give a fuck about that lawsuit that you motherfuckers is in. We don't give a fuck. Second, you were sitting up here talking about you had a lawyer, but you filed your shit pro se. So if you got a lawyer, I bet you called a lawyer and lawyer told you to get off her phone with that bullshit. So I'm gonna need y'all to type that down. You, Bookman, aka Tay, and they got a new little one over there, peanut butter and jelly. I don't know who that hoe is. I never followed her. I don't know her or nothing like that. They talking about they the doxing queens. Dox me. I wish you motherfuckers would.
Can you sign it, seal it, and deliver it?
But just because queen, let me tell you something.
Hold on, TJ. Can you sign it, seal it, and deliver it?
I'm coming back up because I want them hoes to know I will come outside and play. And I said what I said.
Happy Shut Your Ass Up Saturday. You already know the assignment. Pretty simple. Keep the petty on high heat. And if somebody starts talking that silly shit, it's shut your ass up. Petty-luya.
Damn. Hold on. Oh Lord, what is going on? Wait. Damn, First Lady KB. Welcome to Saturday morning. I say what I said. KB, you got the floor. Go ahead now. You on mute, KB. Go ahead now. KB, unmute your phone. We waiting. You got to hit the microphone, KB, but we ready for you. We ready, KB.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you got the floor. Go ahead.
Good morning, Cat and Queen. I just came up to say 2 or 3 things. First off, I've been following you with the Diddy trial, and as a woman, I'm hard to have sympathy for these working girls. I'm just saying this lot of shit sounds consensual, and I feel like it's hard for me to feel bad for them when they could have left whenever they wanted to. But enough about that. Secondly, I this Simon and Portia thing, I'm so sick of Portia, Simon, and all her foolishness. I wish she would get on with herself. She knew what she was doing, and he knew what she was doing. He was a trick. She was a trick and a trick. And she was just a bigger trick this time. That's all I got to say. I said what I said.
All right. That was the first lady KB. She said what the hell she had to say. Anybody else need to vent real quick? Because I know y'all don't want to take this with you into your weekend. You trying to have a good weekend. I'm gonna drop the link one more time. Anybody else? Do we have any? Do we have do we have any? Is there one? Is there one? Kiki Cola says, I'm late, but still great. What up, though, Queen Mods? What up? What up? Listen, I didn't know they was gonna cook like that. I had no idea. Like I said, this is not a show where you have to qualify what you have to say. You just come on up and come on down. And with that being said, I'm about to shift. If nobody else got anything they need to get off their chest. Oh, wait a minute. We got somebody that's here to get something off their chest. Oh, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Star Child, what are you standing on?
I am standing on business. Queen Shiva, darling, I miss you. I love you. And I think you're doing a bang up job. You go, girl.
Can you sign it, seal it, and deliver it for me?
I sign it, I deliver it, and I said what the fuck I said.
Y'all, listen. My audience, listen, we have a good time over here on Saturdays. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Anitra J, what are you standing on? Let's go, Anitra. Go ahead.
Okay.
You got to unmute your mic, baby. Let's go. You're on mute, Anitra J. Mic check.
It seems like it's not doing it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it. Talk.
Oh God. Okay. Can you hear me? We here. We here.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay, boom.
Why are you, but you got to unmute. Don't touch nothing. Unmute and just talk.
It says it's unmuted.
Okay, go.
Okay, boom. Okay, here we go, real quick. Okay, so this is the thing. We're in the season now. As far as this second, we're going to see who is real content creators and who are weak, right? You, Queen Shiba, you stand tall above all of them, my opinion, right? It's a couple of them. But now that Mel is off of the show, some of you content creators, stop putting Mel's picture on your thumbnail. Then when you go to the video, it has nothing to do with Mel. You're talking about other people. They're doing that to get views. Wow. Which is weak. That's crazy. Learn how to pivot. Pivot your content. If you can't do it right, get off of YouTube and stop using her picture if you're not even talking about her. And I said what I said.
Stop the cap, stop the cap, stop the cap, stop the cap.
That's Anitra J. She said what the hell she said. Thank you for coming up, Anitra. We appreciate it. She said, listen, if you're a content creator, stop. What is it called, y'all? Bait and switch, clickbait, whatever. Stop using somebody's picture to get us in when it ain't even about that. DBM, real quick, what you standing on?
Queen, I'm standing on these other content creators who are very disrespectful to us elderly people that have to call us out of our name. And the sad thing about it is these are Black content creators calling Black elderly people out of their name for no reason. And I am sick and tired of those people. And I said what I said.
Thank you, DBM. She said, listen, she's standing on business. She said, be respectful to the elders. There's no reason, according to DBM, for us, for you all that are Black content creators to be out here cursing out the elders. She said what she said. All right. Simple yet stylish says, speak on it, caller. That disrespect is unacceptable. Wow. I must be missing a lot. in different sectors. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I'm going to move on. Thank you, everybody, for coming up today and just venting and getting what you need to get off your chest. I'm going to shift and I'm going to talk a little bit about Simon and Portia because, listen, the streets are talking. But my thing is to the men that have a preference, right? Because there's different aspects and there's different, what do y'all call it? Different sectors, right? Where some men, you're like, listen, if I got the money, I can have who I want to have. I can do what I want to do. And that seems to be the case for you, Simon. You got exactly what you wanted, a beautiful woman, a big butt, and a smile. Now, what is it, BBD? BBD told you never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. But that's what you wanted. AK, what's up? Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. I got you in real quick before I move on.
Hey, what's up, Queen Shiba? Can you hear me?
Yep, you sound great. You got the
Hey,
floor.
good. Thank you. I started listening to you during this Diddy trial, and what got me, because I'm a mental skills guy, I'm like a mental skills professional, and like you started talking about the psychology part, I was hooked after that. That's the first thing. Been following ever since. Second thing, Diddy cooked. He's done. I really like your non-biased perspective on it, but at rap for the guy.
Oh, are you
He should
look?
have took the plea. He should. I don't know about the Porsche and all that. I don't follow that. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about the Diddy stuff. Diddy should have took the plea. It's a done deal. His goose is cooked. I think he's looking at a minimum of 30, point blank, period. And I said what I said.
FBI, open up! FBI, open up! FBI, open up!
Listen, that's AK. He pulled up and tapped in. He said his goose is cooked. And he said what he said. That part right there, AK. They loving it, baby. So that was AK. Listen, that's AK, baby. He said a minimum of 30. They talking about, damn. Now they're in. They said listen, they're talking 10. They talking about, damn, AK, you came up here. Listen, tell them where they can find you. Are you a content creator?
I'm not a content creator, but I'm a mental skills coach. So I work with a lot of professional athletes, collegiate level athletes. I do mindset development. I work with other professionals as well. But universal underscore soldier on Instagram. They can find me right there.
All right. Type it in the chat and I'll make sure I highlight it. I appreciate you coming to the palace and just kind of kicking it with us on Saturday. I said what I said.
No doubt. Take care.
You too. All right. Listen, baby, that's from a man's perspective. He said his goose is cooked and he said what the hell he said, period, point blank. He said minimum 30 years. Ooh-wee. I had to catch my breath. Hold on. Let me catch my breath. Yo, I see you. Go back out. Your device is not connected. So I'm going to kick you out the studio, yo, and then connect before you hit enter studio. Make sure you have your audio connected. And if you don't want your camera on, turn it off and then enter the studio because it didn't connect your device. Ooh, wait, Simone, what you think about what AK said about Diddy?
Lock his ass up. I could care less. He, in my opinion, from what I've been seeing of your coverage of the trial and other people's coverage, he ain't never really promoted any black women. Not that I want any black women in those Cassie situations, but as far as his executive teams and his company, he never did anything for no black women. So I don't give a damn. He indulged and he indulged too far. He broke the law. Lock his ass up.
Damn.
And I said what I said.
They say that's the bus. That noise y'all hear, they say that's the bus. You know, when they put the prisoners on the bus and transfer them, that's it right here. Damn, y'all cold-hearted. Y'all cold-hearted. Y'all cold-hearted on Saturday. Jay Prince for president. Welcome to Saturday. I said what I said. What you standing on?
So what was the verdict? I didn't get the chance to hear the verdict.
Ain't no verdict. It ain't no verdict yet. So on Saturday, everybody just get a chance, a moment to vent, to get about 30 seconds, and you can just kind of say what you want to say. And when you're done at the end, say, I said what I said.
Okay. Well, I think that if nobody else, if Cassie and the majority of those people who actually who have participated in crime, committed this crime, and that if they don't go to jail, Diddy shouldn't go to jail. It shouldn't be no favoritism when somebody breaking the law, right? How is it automatically all this immunity getting thrown around? And it seems like P. Diddy just getting targeted. I don't think that maybe they did some stuff that's distasteful and unmoral. But if you're going to bring the law in it, they all was committing law and they was knowingly committed it. And they committed it for a very long time. But since he got the bigger bag, carries more power, you want to just hyper focus on him and place them as victim and innocent. And I said what I said.
Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
All right, that was Jay Prince for president. He said what he said. He said, listen, shit, they all broke the law. And maybe whatever they did in their private bedroom was a little distasteful for you, but that's normal. He said what he said. Thank you for coming up, Jay Prince for president. Yes, Jay Prince for president. Keeping it real. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
I'm standing on that Diddy trial, and I just want everybody to think about the way the government is presenting Cassie, Jane Doe, and all these other girls. They're not looking at them as like girlfriends. They're looking at them like sex workers. So when you look at it like that, they're painting everything like, you know, all the charges apply if they're looking at them as like sex workers, not girlfriends. I mean, he did, you know, do what he did, but it's over for him. That's it. I said what I said.
And that was keeping it real. Said what she said. She said, listen, while y'all out there trying to argue over they were girlfriends, that's not how the government's looking at it. The government is actually, they've classified these women as sex workers. Like it, love it, or don't. It is what it is. And she said what she said, period. Listen, they coming up by the droves. People got something to say. Crystal, the chosen one, is here. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you talking about, Crystal?
Hey, Queen, I'm talking about Diddy need to go to jail, just like Trump and all the rest of them that's been committing crimes, and they been getting by with it because they got money. Everybody that's been doing wrong need to go and get locked up. I'm sick of it. And as far as Real Housewives, Portia, she came out on top this time. You know, ain't nobody mad about that. But everybody who do wrong got to get their karma eventually. And what else I was talking about? Yeah, I said what I said on all that. But that's it. And y'all, God bless y'all. Have a good one.
All right. That was Crystal, the chosen one. She said she don't give a damn who you are, what kind of money you got. It's time for your ass to go to jail. White, brown, black, or indifferent.
We do not care.
Boom. That's what Crystal coming with. She said she don't give a damn. Anybody else before we move on? Listen, y'all have been standing on business today. That's what we do on Saturdays over here. You get to vent. You get to say whatever the hell you want to say, and it's not personal. Y'all, sometimes we've been in situations where people have been getting ready to go out to brunch and heard their name come up over here. Listen, am I lying, Simone? Simone, on you.
No, ma'am, you're not.
So you
I'm
can say,
chilling.
yeah, don't nobody know you over here but you. They say drop the link. Listen, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, but I'll drop it for you. I just dropped it. Somebody's coming up. Here we go. We'll give you a couple of seconds. We'll wait on you.
I'll have to agree with the young man before the other lady. I think other people should be co-conspirators and indicted with him, but I'm kind of thinking that may come after, especially if they get guilty verdicts on him. And I said what I said.
All right. She said what she said. You talking about Jay Prince for president. I think you're saying
Yes.
you agree with him. Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to give it about 10 more seconds and I'm moving on. Somebody wanted the link. I just dropped it. It takes a couple of seconds, but we're going to move on. And I'm going to get to Simon. I ain't going to spend a lot of time here, y'all. This is not a panel discussion. Come on up. Once we get into Simon, say what you got to say. And nobody's going to interrupt you. Nobody's going to... it's your time to shine. Innocent Instigator, thank you for the $5 super chat. You says, I need basketball wives, Jackie, and the family to take us out the family drama this past. Take us take us out of the family drama. And you said what you said. Listen, I want to be all up in their business. I appreciate being in the family drama because it gives me a little bit more context to who Jackie is. And that's a shame when none of your kids like you. And I'm going to come back to that one. Dewana, welcome to Saturday Morning. I said what I said. What you standing on, Dewana?
I said what I said, and I told you from the beginning. I told you. And I told you.
It's like that.
That's that one. Dewana, welcome to Saturday Morning. I said what I said.
You gotta mute up that stuff. Mute
Okay, wait a minute. I gotta figure it out. This is my first time. Now, can you hear me?
Yep, you sound good. Just mute any background devices. So what you
I did.
tell me?
I did. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. Wow. I said what I said. I told you.
Oh.
Because at first, I understand where you're coming from as the psychological part, but you didn't understand at first the law part until they brought it together for you.
Now, when who they told you I didn't understand?
Because this is what I'm gonna say. At first, it was a money grab. It's a money grab. Ain't no man paying no woman $30 million in less than 24 hours. If he didn't do nothing wrong. No man out here. No man out here. And also, I come from Detroit. He tried that here. He had a restaurant here named Justin's. It didn't work. Detroit is a no-fly zone because of that craziness he was doing. See, he messed up with some people that's higher up. That's why you see all these lawsuits coming out, because all these people know something. Now, I come from the city where we get it and we understand. And then also, considering the fact we come from a city where pimps were publicized and all the rest of that, it's a lot of trauma out here. And they try to go to those particular cities or those particular females and what they look like. And this is what they do. But then you have people out here defending it because they come from money. But when you come from the hustle, you understand. RICO, the bribery was the tape. The coercion was the tape. The trafficking was pulling Cassie back in that room. The kidnapping, I'm not sure if I believe that, I think her name Capricorn. I don't know if I believe her or Mia. But still, it's been proven. Distribution. You do not have to sell drugs. Rugs. Oops, my bad. Rugs.
You good. Go ahead.
You don't have to sell drugs to dispute them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been waiting to get up here to talk to you because people don't get it. They don't get it. They get it from their lifestyle.
Yeah, they got you, Dewana. Dewana, they got you. Somebody paid for a super chat. They put you in timeout for 5 minutes. Dewana. Dewana still talking. Dewana, they got you.
Oh, damn,
Dewana. They got you. Dewana still back there talking.
Damn, she was cooking.
Dewana
Stop
still
hating,
talking.
Cat. Stop hating.
Hold on. Dewana, Dewana don't know y'all. They kicked her out. Oh shit, they didn't pay for the white. Dewana, listen to me. They didn't pay for the white man on you. Dewana, you missed it. Dewana still talking. Hold on, let me show y'all what Dewana back there doing. Dewana, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Dewana? They paid for you. They paid $10 to knock you down. You could pay $10 to put yourself back up. Once you pay, they can't knock you down no more. But it was funny, Dewana. You was cooking. They was hating on you, DeWanna. Tide, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hi.
Tide.
Thank you. I want to just touch up on the Porsche. Like, let me just say Real Housewives in general, a few things, but more, like, I'll start off with Portia and Simon. Hello, can you hear me?
Yep. You got the floor. You got
Oh,
the floor.
wonderful. Thank you. Thanks. So Simon studied for the exam, but he still failed the test. He still failed. Um, if you go on, Simon, I don't feel like Simon just made the decision to marry Portia without doing any sort of consideration. Of course, there may have been an aspect of him wanting to like stick it to Fallon, but I think he did what he thought was due diligence. I do think, if this is somebody accused of being a scammer, he has a laptop and he knows how to use it on the internet. So I do think he searched up Portia maybe to find out more about her, and he most likely asked questions about Portia, i.e. Peter. Um, Maybe he asked Peter some background questions. When you're on the internet, there's quite a few videos and things and comments that say Portia is dumb. Oh, she's dumb. She's a bimbo. Oh, the Underground Railroad. So I think maybe he was mistaken in thinking she is dumb. So I don't really think he would have anticipated, even when, going through with the prenup. The prenup was really him trying to maybe snatch a nice wife, trick her into something. So I really don't think he was threatened at all. I'm West African, so I do want to bring in a cultural element into this. Simon is West African as well, and I'm not going to say it's misogyny. I don't want to use that word, but there's quite a lot of patriarchy rules in West Africa. So it's really normal for him to have 4 wives. It's normal to leave your wife, marry another wife in a couple of months, and you and that new wife live for 20 years. So maybe he did actually suspect that, hey, he found a new wife. Apart from Portia's beauty, the fame, he also got that fame that maybe he wanted. Before I go, I want to touch up on the Angela and Phaedra situation.
Okay, you got 20 seconds left. Keep it going. You got
Okay,
it.
thank you. What I want to, I'll be really quick with it. What I want to say is, I know I've been following you for a little while, and I know you like to dive into the psychological aspects. Now, a lot of people have said, why would Phaedra do this to Angela? Maybe she's aware or she's not aware. I'm sure you know about the iceberg. I know you will know about this. There's a lot more underneath the water. Phaedra was triggered by Angela. What triggered her? The name. Now there was a certain Angela that wrote a book about Phaedra and made a lot of she said a lot of things about Phaedra being a criminal. So it might just be that she doesn't like Angela's. Similar to how somebody might be attacked by someone, maybe a victim, and maybe they don't like people that look that way as a trauma response. She might just not like Angela's, and I said what I said.
All right, that's Tide. Thank you so much for coming up and just shaking it down for us.
I don't care. I said what I said, and I meant what I said.
I'm gonna say Tide, but it could be Tidy. She came up. She said she's West African, and she kind of broke it down from a cultural perspective. And she talked about Phaedra. Let me just say this about Phaedra, and I don't give a damn. I'm gonna say it. Phaedra's dark. Phaedra's a mean girl. Phaedra is miserable. And I said what I said. Phaedra is miserable. Phaedra is not loyal to nobody but herself. I can't stand Phaedra. And I said what I said. I wish you would, Simone. Come on up in here if you want to.
Preach. She's a conniving ass woman. She will
Yes.
do anything, anything to another black woman, or probably any woman, but in this situation, black women, the way she did Candy, the way she is attempting to do Angela, she's conniving. She's always been that way. Always. And they made a very bad mistake bringing this heifer back. A very bad mistake. That she is a freaking liability. A freaking liability. She got a ex-offender to go and try to start some crap on
Wasn't
TV.
Apollo an offender?
Huh?
Wasn't Apollo an offender?
Exactly. That's all she deals with. She was part of that. He took the I'm telling you, you look up Angela Stanton. Angela didn't lie on that chick. Now we can feel how we feel about her and her political stuff, but Angela didn't lie about Phaedra. Okay, Phaedra has been a conniving chick. She's all about the money, and I ain't mad at a black woman trying to get her business and get her money. But she has always had some criminality about her. She will do anything. She will do anything to anyone. That's why things went so smooth for Apollo. She paid off his what's the restitution and all that other stuff. She's
Damn.
conniving. She's conniving. She set that shit up that we just witnessed last week. She sure did.
Damn. All right. Well, let's get into it. We're
And
about
I
to
said what I
jump real
said.
quick. And Simone said what the hell she said. So we're about to get into the Simon piece. I'm gonna say about 15 minutes. I'm not gonna play with y'all because I know some of y'all got different takes. And listen to the fellas that feel like Portia is a gold digger. They both got. They both was trying to finesse each other. Hell, he knew he was married. But hold on, Queen Shiba, calm yourself down. Let me go ahead and run the tape. We're gonna run the tape. Hold on. Like the old folks say. We're gonna run the tape around here. And I hope y'all are enjoying Saturday. I Say What I Said. It's very informal. It's relaxed. We have a good time. Okay. Hold on, Simone. I got to get us off the screen. Here we go. All right. Let me know when y'all can see my screen. And we're going to listen to what Simon has to say about being targeted by a gold digger. Yeah, he was targeted by a gold digger. Man, I sure hate it. Yeah, you hear that satire? Hold on. God forbid. These damn tramps are running out here targeting these innocent men who's just wanting to marry and settle down. Okay.
Let me go on mute.
Hold on. Here we go. Here we go.
Do you regret marrying her?
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking, why did you file for a divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup. You know, when I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm from. I say it because I'm from Nigeria. And we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah. Shit, you change leadership. You change platoons. What is it, platoons? Didn't you get rid of Fallon? Didn't you say you had a U-Haul waiting outside and you got her up out of there and got Portia in? But let's continue. Hold on.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or the father's side, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom. And, she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent her a text message. I said, this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns or issues with me before filing for divorce. If you're married, I've been married quite a bit. I think I understand a little bit about the dynamics of, I should understand a little bit about the dynamics of a relationship. You discuss issues and say, hey, if this does not change or something does not happen.
Did you discuss issues with Fallon of what you were not pleased with in a relationship, or did you move on to Portia?
And this is what might come of it. Mm-hmm. We never had those discussions, and I'm happy to share with you text messages where I was essentially blindsided by the divorce filing.
I was actually going to ask you if this was something that you saw coming, if conversations had been had prior. What do you think Portia's reason was to file for divorce?
I think I was targeted.
In what way?
I was targeted from day one for financial reasons.
Wow. Remember, it's not a panel discussion. Y'all gonna get in and out. Dewana, I see you back there, Dewana. We in and out, and then I'm gonna drive. Hold on, I'm gonna go to Bravo Vivian first. Welcome, Bravo. What are your thoughts on this? He said he was targeted. He said he was targeted. He said he a good man, Savannah. He said he a good man, Savannah.
Him.
That's
Man,
what he said.
Bye.
What are your thoughts before I go to Miss Dewana?
It was mutual.
Break it down.
Mutual. They both were trying to come up. He was already intertwined with Dennis and all of them. I mean, it was a mutual decision. Come on now. And the only reason why she filed for divorce, which she should have, is because his criminal aspect came back and he was illegal. The marriage would have continued if all that wasn't going on. In my opinion, I said what I said. Hey,
All right.
Queen, I missed you.
Hey. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you, Bravo Vivian.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That was Bravo Vivian, y'all. She said, Simon, please. This was mutual. You wanted her, she wanted you. Dewana, what you got?
All right, I'm back. I like the way people pay money to shut people up. We living in that country now. We living in that country now. You know what I'm saying? But no, for real though, that man is guilty. Well, I heard you were just with Portia and Simon. I know I got to get in and out. It was a setup that Todd set up. In my opinion, neither one of them liked each other. Like that lady had just said, yeah, it was kind of a plot on both of their ends, and neither one of them did their research on each other. And it ended up the way it did. But if I can real quick, before they shut me up, back to P. Diddy. He guilty. I don't give a fuck. Tell them to do their research on that restaurant he had here in Detroit, since they talking about don't put that on Detroit. It's the truth. It's the truth. He had a restaurant here named Justin's. Aaliyah was still alive. Thank you, and I'm getting off. Love you.
Thank you, Dewana. Dewana, I love how Dewana did that. She said, y'all not finna shut her up. She came in and like, I love how she followed the rules. Dewana, you got look, Dewana, I'm gonna have to play it. They got you, Dewana, but you quit just in time, but they still got that white man on you.
Don't do Detroit like that. I'm with you, Dewana. Or Tawana.
Dewana, I'm telling you, baby, Dewana, listen. Why they keep putting that white man on Dewana? Why y'all keep doing her like that?
They hating, Queen. They just hating. That's
Why
all.
y'all doing that lady like that?
Stand up, Detroit. I'm with
Margaret,
you,
we
Tawana.
living in the last days when y'all listen. Simon said he was targeted, and some of y'all are saying it was mutual. They got what they got. Listen, two beautiful people wanted two beautiful things. You wanted her body, you wanted her looks, you wanted her notoriety. She wanted your money. I said what I said. Don't cry about it now, because ICE came knocking on your door. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Because that's exactly what happened to you, Simon. ICE, Homeland Security, came looking for you.
FBI, open up! FBI, open up! FBI, open up!
And they took you back to your home, and now you're mad, and you're saying you were targeted. Where? How? How? Y'all gonna learn some of these women about that life. Some of these women are about that life. Debbie, what are your thoughts? Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Debbie, welcome. Welcome. Can you hear us?
Oh, I can hear you now. How you doing and how everybody doing?
We
So proud of
good.
you, Queen Shiva. So proud of you, my love.
Thank you.
I feel like this with Simon and Portia. He got what he deserved, what he paid for. He wanted a young woman. He wanted a woman that was, society in Atlanta. He wanted a peach, but he didn't pay enough. And why he think her mama should answer her phone for him when he on TV talking about getting a U-Haul or moving truck for her daughter? While he was talking, they was plotting and planning. So you get what you deserve. He was talking about when you dig one grave, dig two, one for you and one for the other. He was talking about moving her out. She got him moved out the house and the country. So, he got what he paid for, and look what he did to another woman. Then here come another pick me, the first woman coming back talking about the other women. Please miss me with all of this. Simon, go on back where you came from. You know, the orange man say if you pay $5 million, you can get back in. He might charge you 10, but try it. Go ahead on, Simon. I don't feel sorry for Simon. I really don't. And no, Portia got him this time, and what can you say? Fair exchange. Ain't no highway robbery on that.
You got to sign it, seal it, and deliver it.
I sign, seal, and deliver that.
You got to look. And what's today? Saturday. You said what? What you
I said what I said.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
We wrong. Listen, let me say something. Let me say something to Simon and any other man tuned in. You get what you pay for. You paid for a problem. You wanted a problem. You get what you pay for, and you see what you want to see. You saw beauty. You wanted beauty. You got exactly what you paid for. You paid for an object, and she treated your ass like that. And Portia was 10 steps ahead of you, and you effed around and you found out that she ain't as dumb as you thought she was. And Portia sent your ass back packing. Portia got you up out of here. Portia got you up out of here. And I said what I said. So don't cry. Don't be mad. Take your L and settle. Settle where you are.
When I filed for divorce from my previous, ex-wife, she was in my DM praying for me. And I think I was in a vulnerable position at that time.
Now you fell for it. You lacked dick discipline. And she came up in there and said what you needed to hear. And you liked it.
And I entertained it. And so
what I say, you liked it. Real quick, let me get some reactions from Vivian and Simone about him tonight. She came in his DM. He was vulnerable and he entertained.
I don't believe. I believe they were talking before that. That's just my opinion, but I really don't believe that. I don't. He's only giving out bits and pieces and stuff. We'll never know the full history between those two. And he was checking her out when she came and supposedly just met him. I was like, boy, bye.
All right, Simone.
I agree with what she said. It's these are two dirty individuals, and now they just filthy. They cancel each other out. It's like what Aunt Debbie says, not highway robbery. Y'all both got what y'all wanted out the situation, and there it is. He got big time played this time because he can't come back in the country for a minute unless he pay.
Period. Let's continue.
So it just kind of snowballed from there. Getting engaged in 30 days. Who does that? I was out of my goddamn mind.
No, you did that. You did that. Let me run that back.
My goddamn mind.
Hold on.
To have done that.
I want to hear it again.
My goddamn mind. And so it just kind of snowballed from there. Getting engaged in 30 days. Who does that? I was out of my.
Who does that? I'll wait. A man with no dick discipline, a man that has money and wants to buy anything he wants. That's who does that. That's who does that. That's who does that, sir. Oh, let's talk about it. Let me drop the link in case somebody want to come up and stand on business. That's who does that. You didn't get tricked. You got exactly what you wanted. You want candy? Tastes like candy. I can hear it when you, even when you, it takes over me. It's the same feeling I always seem to get about you. What you do.
He real butthurt now because she's allegedly supposed to be messing with the son of the prime minister over there, and he paying her $50,000. He went $10,000 up more than what he was doing. So he real mad now. He butt booty her for real. The whole
candy. Hold on, y'all. That was funny. That was funny. Talking about who does that? You. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Anybody want to jump, have like a 10 or 15-second comment about him talking about he met that girl and married her, got engaged in 30 days? Who does that? Anybody?
He was trying to get back at Fallon too. You know what I mean? He was trying to put it at her. You know, he got already kicked her out the house, and then, oh, let me go get with your quote unquote friend and get with her, marry her, and be on the show again without you. So he was trying to do that too, along with what, Portia was, mapping out her plan. He just totally ignored her. He just thought that she was just going to be the dumb that she typically is.
All right, let me go to Miss Gwendolyn real quick. Miss Gwendolyn, what are your thoughts?
Listen, he love bombed her because he wanted a damn green card. And then on top of that, how many times he done been put out of this country? So no, that ain't got nothing to do with it. What he need to do if he want to get back in this country is get that visa or whatever it is that Melania Trump has. She's got the one when you get the Nobel Prize, you done something great in this country, for this country. She ain't did nothing. And then somebody need to do the research on. She was, the models you're talking about. Yeah, that. So, and I'm going to tell y'all this. If y'all play the white man on me, I love the white man. So if you want to play it on me, I'm going to have fun with it. I love both of them. I said what I said and I meant it.
All right. Thank you. No, wait a minute. Y'all coming up here hot.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Miss Gwen, so you can put that white man on if you want. Go ahead, Felicia.
Hey, Queen.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. Welcome, girl. We over here acting a fool. What are your thoughts on all of this?
Okay, my thoughts. Okay, I believe that Simon was targeted, and I believe Portia was targeted. But as girlfriends, Shamia, I'm going to bring in this. Shamia and Portia probably sat down, and Shamia probably said, "Girl, yeah, he got money. Get him, get him." So I believe that she did targeted Simon, but Simon also wanted someone who looked the part, so he could feel good within himself because he got low self-esteem.
Oh, wow. Can you sign it, seal it, and deliver it?
It's signed, sealed, and delivered, and I said what I said.
Emotional damage.
Listen, she said he got low self-esteem, and she said
Look
what
at
she
him.
said. That was Felicia, y'all. Thank you for coming out, Felicia. Listen, let me continue the tape. Let me play it. Hold on the video.
My goddamn mind to have done that, and of course I'm paying dearly for it.
Wow. That brings me to my next topic. There was some reports stating that the judge overseeing your divorce case has upheld the prenup that you guys signed before entering marriage. Are you able to share a little bit about what those terms are or look like?
That you receive $40,000 a month in alimony for the length of the marriage, which was 14 months. Okay. She gets to stay in the house, all expenses paid, including the mortgage, through for 36 months, up to 36 months. And if she chooses to own the home, she would have to, refinance the property in her name and take a 50% equity. I would.
Okay, how many months? He said 14 months are left. Can somebody do the math for me? Can somebody $40,000 times 14 and drop it in the chat? That's how much he owe her. $40,000 times 14. See? No, sir, you got what you wanted. I don't want to hear about it. But let's continue. Because you wanted a pretty young thing. Tastes like candy.
She will have to give me 50% equity in the home.
Wow. What I guess what is your reaction to that ruling and that decision?
It's basically what I've held from day one about this case. When I realized that I was targeted, I've had prenups in previous relationship, and I've honored those prenups without reservation. This time around, I've chosen to challenge in court.
You wrote the prenup. How are you targeted? And let me say something about people that do interviews. Thank you for doing interviews and getting us the tea. But y'all got to start challenging these people sometimes and asking follow-up questions. When somebody, man or woman, say I was targeted, how were you targeted? That would have been a great question, but go ahead.
all the way to the Supreme Court if I have to. So this enforcement of the prenup is going to continue to receive legal challenges on the appeal front.
He said he gonna take it to the Supreme Court. First of all, you're here illegally. Okay.
Okay, so you're vowing to appeal this decision for sure.
1000% is going to be
A prenup that he wrote. How much is how much we looking at? This man owed this money.
560,000. Is it 560?
$500,000. Let me go see. Somebody drop 560. Let me see if I can put it on the screen.
She ain't gonna get that.
$560,000. Y'all think she gonna get it?
No.
Oh.
She'll get the equity, half of the equity, but she ain't getting none of that $40,000 a month. No, ma'am. No, sir.
Okay, so he said that if she gets to remain in the house 36 months after the divorce is final 2 weeks ago. So she has 36 months of run out, right? Then she has to sell the home. That's what they put in the prenup. If he don't run me my money, if I was her, you ain't getting nothing from the sale of this house.
Mm-hmm.
I would keep that money.
Queen, she can do that. She can have that applied to her arrears.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
she
you
could
ain't
get
getting
all of it, yeah.
Now let me ask y'all something for my legal eagles. Would he even have the freedom to challenge his prenup in the Supreme Court if he's not a citizen of the United States of America? Don't answer that. Think about it. We'll come back.
That's a good question.
One of the things that has recently kind of come out is that Portia said she paid child support for your children while you were in ICE custody. What is your reaction to that?
She sent her two $2,500 payments in 1 month, and that was it.
That was it. She paid it. You couldn't pay it, but let's continue. And I want your feedback.
Didn't necessarily cover anything. I heard for the first time in court that had happened, and I immediately texted my ex-wife asking her, did she receive any funds from Portia? She said yes. Portia reached out to her and offered to give those funds to her. In my opinion, it was not. It wasn't done in good faith.
Sir, it was done. If you receive money, she took it. Your ex-wife took it. I think he has a disconnect. Let me tell you why. If you didn't know that your children were paid, if your ex-wife didn't pick up, if you found out in court and your first time hearing that your ex-wife got $5,000 from your current wife and nobody bothered to tell you, that tells me you don't have good relationships with the women around you. You had to call her to make sure you heard what you heard in that courtroom. And then she told you, yeah, she gave me $5,000. And now you're saying with your ungrateful ass that ain't nothing. Your kids ate. She covered your household in good faith. Real quick, Kimber Monique, welcome. What are your thoughts?
Hey, Queen. Hey, Chad. Hey, everybody. I just got here and this fugly dude is like really irritating my soul. I need this turtle face ninja to go under a rock somewhere because, first of all, you're a pretentious little climber. The whole thing with Fallon and being on the Housewives, you were trying to create a name for yourself. You wanted to be famous. You wanted to be known. And throughout all of this, he won't shut up. And he continues to make himself look like a fool. See, his main problem is, like most men, because you got a couple dollars, you think you can buy somebody. That's the first thing. Second thing, you had all these demands of this woman. She quit all her jobs. And that little bit of money, that 560,000, she was making more than that just off of RHOA. That she quit per his demand. So now you playing victim, then you go live. And it's real offensive. I can't believe so many people support him because I remember that particular live when he was talking crazy about U.S. citizenship as a whole and how he didn't need it. We don't even want you here. You're here illegally. You scamming and conniving. Gone on. You ain't the only dude out here with a couple dollars. And that's the problem. Too many people just see the dollar amount instead of the character of the dude. And I feel like he was trying to victimize Portia. He thought she was dumb. But Cordell, that ex-husband Cordell taught her a lot. And she wasn't wrong. She ain't wrong. And if she was using him, and so what? Better him than her. I said what I said.
Damn. Kimber came in here and hit Simon smooth upside his damn head, and that was the metal pipe falling. Thank you, Kimber. She said what she had to say. Thank you for joining us. Anybody else want to get in on it real quick before I roll the clip? Vivian?
She's right. She's right. And yeah, he can't appeal it. It's a legal decision, so he can appeal it.
So, appeal what?
The ruling against him in the matters of the divorce and stuff, he can
How
appeal
is
it
if he's not a citizen?
because even though he's not a citizen, the U.S. made a ruling against him
Gotcha.
in their particular court of law. It's just like if you were in a foreign country and you were charged with something, you still have the right of appeal process.
Got it. All right. Let me continue the tape.
It was done to give a narrative in court or to the public that I paid Simon's I paid Simon's child support.
You couldn't pay it. Shit, you accepted it. I can see if you turned it down, but let's look at. You know what? Let me.
To have a relationship with this son of yours that she sent his mother money for.
Not particularly.
Hold on. Let me go back. You needed help because I'm looking at these clothes. Okay, but hold on.
His mother money for.
Not particularly.
Let me go back.
Queen,
I
you
can't
need to
stand when
stop
people
it.
be dressed down from head to toe. Hold on.
Stop
Go ahead.
it.
No, I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna understand. I'm just laughing at you. No, I mean, I don't know. I have questions now with all this coming up that he was in ICE custody for how many months? 4 or 5 months, 6 months, I don't know. And they sent him back. I don't know. I'm kind of questioning, is he doing some stuff illegally or is he just doing it overseas and not over here? Because I'm surprised he wasn't charged with anything.
I'm gonna pull up Portia's response. Portia, did they say he said he was trying to put businesses in her name and he couldn't really prove to her everything he was claiming to be? But I'm gonna roll it out. Hold on.
Okay.
But my thing is this. Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna have a thing. Let me just.
But you know what I'm saying though, because if he's doing illegal stuff, and especially here in the U.S., with him being in custody all that time, I would have thought they would have, delved into his background since he's all over social media, talking, yapping, and everything. They're suing, immigration and all that.
Probably, if it was
I'm
a
thinking
direct
maybe they
threat.
just couldn't find anything, or
I don't know about that. I don't think. I mean, did he really pose a threat to the United States of America outside of just being here?
No.
Exactly. So it's really nothing to investigate, but to send his ass back home. And I think Portia, I tried to tell y'all a long time ago, and y'all now she did. I said Portia dropped a dime on his ass. Y'all don't remember when it first got leaked?
Yeah,
that was Portia.
Hell yeah. I would have too. Shit, you up here talking about me every day on social media. I would have dropped down on your ass too. He dropped a dime on his own ass. Come on, when he went to court because he's trying to fight this what do you call it? I can't think of it. He's trying to fight that. That's when they got him, right? So he brought it on himself. I mean, yeah, she could have called, but he was yapping every day. He wasn't trying to be low key. So, it's a little 50-50 on that too. She may have called.
He was arrogant. I'm gonna keep playing the video. He was arrogant. She wanted to do a virtual divorce, thing, and he wanted to go down there in person. Now you gotta be some kind of wonderful to take your ass down to a courthouse in person. Listen, the foolishness of it all. Aunt Debbie, what you think? You gotta be some kind of wonderful to take your ass down to a courthouse when you are an immigrant.
That's the great pretender. That's what Simon is. He the great pretender. First, he was the big time businessman. We was over here. He was doing this. He had that. Now he on this interview playing slow, like he don't know. I got a call. Now it's this, that. That's the great pretender. That's all. You know what's going on, Simon. And stop trying to play to get sympathy out of people, to get you back over here. That's all I see there. Great pretender. Oh, you was running around when you was over here with cars, money, businessman. Thought you couldn't tell him nothing. Now all of a sudden you back over there. I don't know. I was targeted. Oh, I've been done so wrong. I didn't know she did this. Please, man, I got that full crowd.
Y'all wrong. Hold on. Yeah, look, completely changed his tone of voice and everything. Energy completely changed. Look, Mac Living said, hold on, let me see what Mac Living said. No self-awareness, and they play entirely too much. They belong together, both of them. Mr. 818 Kevin. Hold on, let me see what Kevin talking about. Kevin said, oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He said, I love you. I like your work. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you for dropping and supporting the channel and dropping the super chats. We appreciate it. Let me continue, y'all, because he mad. He mad. That girl got you.
Not particularly. My boys were with me for the last 5+ years. They've been with me 1 week on, 1 week off.
Sir, that's not with you. See, I can't. You see, you could tell when somebody, look how he lying when he start to look up. Right here. Damn lying. Watch this.
Trying to think of the next lie.
For the last 5+ years.
Yeah. Look at
were
the
with me for the last 5+ years. They've been with me 1 week on, 1 week off.
Sir, that's not with you. You okay, let me stop.
And quite frankly, my kids don't care who daddy's married to or who daddy's dating. And she never developed any particular relationship with my kids.
You're not a good man to me. You're not a good man to me that you can marry a woman and make her your wife and don't encourage or set up some type of family structure. Listen, don't play with me. You're not a good person. You're not a good man. You're not about family. You're about playing. And not only are you playing with the women that you're marrying, you're playing with your kids. Because why would you marry her? And God forbid something happened to you and she has to step in because she's a woman that's capable of a high earning potential. She helped your black ass out when you was in jail. She made sure them boys got $5,000. But you didn't find her valuable enough to continue to promote a relationship. Listen, okay. What are y'all's thoughts on that aspect of it?
As far as her paying the child support, that was a good thing.
No. Just the family, his what he just said about.
Well, to me, it's just all smoke and mirrors. He's just trying to try to get the empathetic vote from different women and men in America right now because of his situation. He's been married 5 or 6 times. Of course, he doesn't know much about when it comes to being in a healthy relationship, being married and divorced. It's not a situation where he's taking on more wives. He's getting divorced. So yeah, he doesn't know much about family. He's just saying this is all performative.
He knows everything about family. He's choosing to behave bad. He knows this is a man that makes millions. He knows much about family because he creates children. You get what I'm saying? I'm pushing back. He's just choosing not to host or have healthy family units. I think he knows about family.
He's definitely making a choice about it. But I mean, 5 or 6 times married and divorced, something's wrong there. And I don't blame it on the women that he's choosing. I put it on him. And this latest one is the one who got his ass. And he's just in shock right now. He's used to being the one, getting U-Haul and moving their ass out, not the vice versa.
Got it.
I think his selfish lifestyle got him where he is.
Facts.
I agree. Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
He got God.
Good point. Go ahead.
He got God. That's all.
Queen
And now
Tulsa,
he's
welcome.
crying.
What are your thoughts?
Hey, Queen Shiba. Hello, everybody. My thoughts are I'm always going to be Team Portia. It goes back to the fact of when she got divorced the first time, She didn't take anything away. I feel like she has grown, and I'm loving the woman that she's becoming. For you to be married, and a lot of people, they get this twisted. When you marry a man, or when you marry a man, you and that man's family become one. That's even including the children. So I see why she took initiative to pay that child support. I mean, me and your dad might be into it, but at the end of the day, I still got love for y'all. And Simon knows exactly what he's doing. He's an elder man that has alleged ED, and he was looking for a young hot thing. And yes, how these older men get these young women is they have all this money, and yes, you have to play the game. Yes, you got to give her what she want, or she's going to be off to something else. That's just like any woman. She's not going to stick in a relationship that's not feeding her back. I feel like Simon, he played a very dirty game. When you was married to Fallon, Portia came to that house, you fist bumped her. You knew exactly what you were doing. Were you innocent right there? Were you thinking about family right there before you destroyed yours? I'll go on mute.
No, we can hear you. Keep going.
Oh, I mean, it's just, it's not a good look. This man has been playing games this whole time. That's all my comments for now.
Can you sign it, seal it, and deliver it? I said what I said.
I said what I said, okay?
All right. Now, love it, love it. Listen, we have a prosecutor in the house, and this is exactly what DG has said. And I know she's a prosecutor. She says any appeal will be through the Georgia state court system to the Georgia Supreme Court. No federal issue here. So the U.S. Supreme Court has no jurisdiction. Bye, Simon. Boom. Boom. He can't take shit to the Supreme Court.
I love DG.
Me too. I love it. Thank you for helping us out, DG, with that. So listen, sit back and take your L. Let me run this video real quick and finish the rest. I think it has like probably 40 seconds left. Here it is.
They came and they came and they all did family things together, but there's not one particular child that she has a personal relationship with.
Do you feel that you have a relationship with her?
That makes her look even better. The fact that you would keep your kids away from her from a psychological and emotional perspective, and she still stepped in and provided for them. To me, I'm like, you ain't shit as a father. You get what I'm saying? As a husband, as a man, as a leader of the household, because that's your job to ensure that everybody is psychologically safe within your tribe.
Her daughter?
I don't have a relationship with her daughter, simply because I've in the past, I found myself where when I separate from any of my exes with children, there's a tendency for them to use their children to get.
So here's the thing: he was never connected to her child. He's an old dirty bastard. Like, let me tell you why I say that. You purposely pick women with children, and you purposely create this false illusion of connection. But what you just stated in this interview is based on your past relationships. You don't really get close anyway, because you already have a preconceived notion about women with children. The same women that you picking to marry say, nah, they use their kids to get me. So they've used their kids in the past, and based on my past. He's talking about prior to Portia. You get what I'm saying? He's a scammer, period. Anybody want to get in on that real quick before I go and finish the rest of the video? Just your thoughts on that. I can
slow down. He's slow down and dirty. He's, I'm glad he's been deported. He doesn't need to prey on any more women over here. He's disgusting. He looks disgusting and is. That's my opinion.
The more he talk, the more he tell on himself.
He really did.
Yeah. This is going to be my thing. I don't need him trying to apply for a $5 million visa, trying to get back over here, right? Because he wants to not take care of his own responsibility. And I think that that's a problem. Whether if he birthed Portia's daughter or not, you were involved. And see, this is the thing. Now it makes me think, is he thinking is because him and Dennis were cool? So it does look a little strange for Portia, right? But when we talk about accountability and really standing up to the plate where it matters, I think Portia won this one over. The only thing that he's doing is giving excuses and trying to paint her out to be this negative woman. But that's not going to work because she's going to be on Traders and she's got other opportunities coming her way. I want to shout out to Portia for definitely putting that prenup in order. And I think that we all should take consideration of that. Celebrity, if your money's changing and things like that, and you're thinking about marriage, always consider a prenup. I said what I said.
Queen, you're on mute.
Oh, dang. I was just talking. All right. So thank you, Queen Tosa. So I want to highlight this comment on the screen. It said, yeah, he is wrong, but Portia is not innocent. We know that though. I've harped on Portia extensively over here, video after video after video. I don't like talking about the same stuff over and over. I like to give different perspectives. Today, his ass is on the chopping block. We've held Portia's feet to the fire. We've run her down real bad over here. But the point is, I want to focus on his ass today because a lot of times people don't separate the two and go at them in separate ways. I'm coming after him. You got what the fuck you wanted. You wanted a pretty young thing and you got it. And she was sharp and she walked you down. She outschooled you, she out philosophized you, and she out scammed your ass. So you got what you got. You should have set your ass home and been content with the family you had, but that wasn't good enough for you. So you got what you got, period, point blank. And let me finish this video real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Queen Tosa said that Portia's going on Traders. Nene, speaking of, you made me think of Nene Leakes. And I want to come back to this. Nene, it is like, what I want to say, y'all, when you're watching a collision, Nene is her own worst enemy. You should have took whatever they was putting on the table for Traders. Remind me to come back to that. We're going to talk about that. And thank you, Dark and Lovely, for the $20 super chat. She says, thank you, Queen, for your hard work on the Diddy trial. I missed her. I said what I said Saturdays. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's run this down, and then we're going to come back to Traders.
To get back at me. To try to come back into my life. And Portia is no exception. She sent me a text telling me that her daughter misses me. And I didn't respond because there was a concerted effort at some point that she realized she had made a mistake and wanted to reconcile. At that point, I was done.
Child. But she wasn't done with yours. She made sure yours ate. She made sure you see what I'm saying? That's why you don't go out of your way for nobody. To all of you that's tuned in. And some people will do it out the goodness of your heart. Don't nobody care about nobody's goodness of the heart no more in 2025. People will, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just saying strongly consider. Strongly consider. You see how he sat there and said her child didn't matter? And it wasn't even based on her relationship with him. It was based on his fucking past with other women. What are y'all's thoughts about that?
I don't know. I get oversensitive when the children are involved, and for him to be so cold and low down and just dismissive of his relationship with Pete. I don't even understand. I'm done with him. I don't wish him anything. Just nothing. He's nothing. He's nothing. He's just somebody who finessed his way into women's lives, and then when he was done with them, he threw them away. And just this time, the courts and ICE and Portia got the better of him.
Yeah. I want to go to a comment I saw. And we let's I don't know how this conversation gonna go. But let me see if I can find it. That comment. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Thank you, Pauline. Pauline Backford, 2744 says, why should she's talking about Nene, lower her standards for NBC little bit of money? I don't agree with Queen because she's sitting on YouTube unemployed for a big network. She has that I know of. She doesn't have a lot of work coming down the pipeline. So sometimes you have to hit reset to get your foot back in the door. It's called a lateral move. It ain't about lowering your standards. It's about recreating, resetting. You get what I'm saying,
Queen?
Pauline?
Queen,
Yeah.
could I jump in on that as well? When we
Yeah.
talk about NBC offering up opportunities, Phaedra didn't miss one. She was on Married to Medicine. Any little thing that they given her, she was proving herself. Hey, I'm workable. I am hireable. I am likable. So all that plays a part. If we're not seeing you, and every time we do see you and you're on your show, you're bringing up old things, like she had Deshaun show, Deshaun Snow on her show and things like that. Like, so Nene, for me, she likes to live in the past. She definitely likes to live in the past, especially from a woman that was on Celebrity Apprentice and took all those negative criticism from Donald Trump. I said what I said.
All right. Anybody else? I want to get into that aspect
Where are
of
you
it.
getting
Go
that she
ahead.
turned it down? Where are you getting that she turned it down?
I
Because I
have
heard something slightly different, but where are you getting that she
no.
turned down
Go
the
ahead and
offer?
speak on yours, and then I'll come back.
Well, no, this is just hearsay. They were saying that possibly, and this is just hearsay, that Portia didn't want to work with her, and because she obviously has a contract with Bravo, NBC Universal, she pushed her out of the contention or out of the running for Traders. That's what I heard on the Kempire backstage stuff. So, but that's just hearsay. That's just coming from people, I guess, at his live show. He mentioned that. So, but I don't know if that's true or not. So that's why I was asking, did Nene come out and
Portia ain't
say
that
that she
powerful. Portia's not that powerful to give Nene.
She's
Portia wouldn't
not,
even.
but
Hold on.
that
Hold
was
on.
the thing
Hold
with
on.
the other stuff too.
Hold on. Let me finish though. Portia wasn't even up and on the running on deck for Traders. Portia was a supplement to Nene being the first choice. So that can't be true. They had both Portia and Nene, and Portia said, "I'm not working with her." And then the network says, "Sure, Portia, we're gonna choose you." Nene was the primary choice, and
Well, she did that with that other show though.
Hold on. We talking about Traders, and I get the other show. I heard now that I agree with you, right? But we're talking about Traders, and this is my perspective that Nene should have took what was on the table. Let me just tell y'all something. It ain't like these people offering them pennies. It ain't like they hey, can you do Traders for $500? The price may not have been right, but it's all about reestablishing yourself and getting yourself back, right? Because you left on a really bad note. You sued the people for racism, right, wrong, and or indifferent, and you received a settlement. You can't come up in this motherfucker demanding millions of dollars when you've been out of work, big work, for quite some time. Come on, come back down. You're way too high.
I agree. I agree with you. I was just kind of questioning where the information came from, but no, I agree
No, I
with
don't
you
give up my
totally.
source.
She should, definitely have kind of worked her way into that, even if it was lower than what she is usually offered. But I can tell you who's killing it and is going to make her way back, hopefully, sooner than later, is Kenya. I like looking at her stuff.
Who?
Kenya.
Okay, go
Her
ahead.
shows are really good that she has on her channel. She to me, she is more of a, and I ain't gonna compare her, but I could see her filling in as a talk show host, taking on the shoes of a Wendy Williams. Not to compare, but she's
No.
really good.
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody can replace
Got
Wendy. And then while we're on Nene and Portia, Nene, since we're talking about marriage and things, Nene said years ago, close your legs to marry men, and she ended up with one. Portia is in that same situation. What do they have that they don't have in common? It seems like they got a lot in common. I said what I said.
Look, hold on. To the other people that's on mute, don't wait on me to call on you. Just interject if you like.
Okay.
Because
No, I mean, I think
Wow.
the whole thing
Simone gonna get in there,
is,
and me, Tulsa, gonna get in there. So y'all are being so
Mhm.
polite, but you can just jump in there.
Okay. I think that for me, yeah, I agree. If I was Nene, I don't care if it was 50 G's. Just get your face out there.
Yeah.
Get because she's not my favorite, but she has the appeal to be on screen. She was on a major show for a while. I mean, she should have taken whatever they offered her and said, I'm gonna roll with it. And
Yep.
then if you're successful and you hold your character to form, because that's why they're offering it to you in the first place, there'll be other stuff. I don't know. I don't know.
I think
Um,
People.
the problem is she doesn't have, and God rest his soul, a Greg. I think he was a really good manager for her. She has a bunch of
Mhm.
yes people who are not really guiding her career in the best way. Her YouTube should be jumping. You know what I mean? She
hell
should
yeah.
have that jumping, and it's just not. Maybe some more media training when it comes to hosting or uh, questioning, her guest and things like that. She always takes it back to her, which I'm not saying that's, she's experienced a lot in the entertainment industry, but she just definitely needs to study up and hone in on those skills for her show and be more consistent.
Mhm.
I haven't
Nene out of
been.
her league when it comes. Nene, it's not that Nene shouldn't. Well, let me cover this comment. Sinister Mister 26 says she doesn't have to accept anything if Nene don't like to pay. Don't accept it. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But guess what? Nobody's coming to your house to knock on your door and save you. You can sit there and pick and choose if you want and try to cherry pick if you want. They recruited you. They asked you. You said no. It's not too many times people going to keep inviting you to the table when you say no. I can break it down to layman's terms. Have somebody ever asked you over and over, girl, you want to go? Girl, you know I don't go. Girl, you don't know. You know I don't go to the club. Girl, you know I don't go out to eat. Girl, you know I don't drink. Girl, you know I don't do this. After a while, they stop what? They stop asking.
Mhm.
Stop asking
Mhm.
because you're not going to go. You're not open to it. And I'm not saying that she should. Well, yes, I did. She should have accepted it. If her
Mhm.
goal is to revamp and revitalize her career, she should have accepted it. She should have played ball just for a little bit.
But no, let's get into it. Let's not act like Nene has a dominating personality. Do y'all remember when she and Greg divorced and then they remarried? I'm just trying to put it out there that, yeah, Nene made her mark on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We appreciate that. But we have to understand, soon as she started getting those bigger checks, her attitude changed.
Hold
You
on,
feel
Tulsa. Hold on. Because Pauline, you like to talk shit, but on Saturdays, talk it by clicking the link. I'm gonna drop this link for you. Come on up here. I don't mind you talking shit, but I think it has more impact when you click the link. She's talking to me. And the good thing about it is Saturday, so it's not personal. I'm gonna let you have your moment. Hold on, let me finish. I'm gonna let you have your moment uninterrupted. Because that's what we do over here on Saturdays. You ain't gotta hide. You ain't gotta
Mhm.
hide in the chat. Click that damn link. Go ahead, Tulsa. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that she has a very dominating personality, and she thinks that she's just bigger than life. I mean, even with her show, she has like so much potential, but her attitude really stinks, and it makes me look at her sideways. And I just can't get out of my head that she was with that married man in North Carolina. I said what I said. Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Can I
but
say
but I
something?
mean, you have to look at it though. She had Glee. She had a spinoff when she did marry Greg again. She was hosting events on E. So I think she still has that appeal, and maybe Universal saw that, and I don't know. For me, she just dropped it. She's definitely not my favorite, but she does have the talent, and I think she just dropped the ball on this one, big time.
Yeah, she
I
did.
just feel like this with Nene. I like Nene, and for the show she was on, she did well. But
Hmm.
when you step in and being a host of a talk show, that might not be for her. You know, she was good on the fashion police, but that was a panel of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now you by yourself. You're not you're not welcoming to the people, your personality. And this is just my own opinion. You're not welcoming. You're not drawing people in to get close to you. They don't feel it. I don't feel. I feel you cold when I come to your
Mhm.
show. So that's a turn off for me. I want to. If I go to somebody's show and they are tacos, I want to feel the warmth. I want to feel that they giving me something personal about them. You know, their personality. You know,
Well,
when it's
listen,
cold like that, that you just
Let
don't
her finish
feel it,
talking.
and that turns people away.
I'm with you on that because I've noticed a few times she'll have guests on there. She'll ask them a question and then she'll start answering it for them, or she'll start making it about her. Oh, that's me too. That's me too. Like you have to when you ask a question, being polite, shut up, let them get it out, and then come with your next situation. Yeah, she definitely
Mhm.
needs some PR training. She definitely needs, and a lot of people think, being a content creator is, oh, you just click on the button or you just get in front of the camera and you just do it. No, there's strategy, there's structure, and whoever is around her, they're not really her friends. I said what I said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Hold
have
on.
a good team around her.
Let me read this real quick. Sinister Mr. 26 says she don't need traders to be back on Bravo. It's not about what it's about. I don't think y'all understand strategy, business strategy. And when you start, companies have business strategies. Teams have business strategies for celebrities with brand, marketing and promotion, strategy, a roadmap of how we're gonna get to the end. And the finish line is the end, right? The bigger picture. And sometimes you start with the smaller steps. So y'all are thinking this lady can cross the finish line without small steps to get her there. No, she's going to have to accept something. You're not going to get everything you want in a package, right? You're not. None of us do. But at some point, if your goal is to get back in the game, you got to get back in the game soon, Nene. It's people, new stars, new black women popping up everywhere. And you did a hell of a job for the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise, but that was then, this is now. That's not going to carry you forward in 2025 because you're on your own. To my knowledge, you may be fronting your own YouTube that gets very costly from a production standpoint, unless you have these big sponsors behind you. What we're saying is for a personality type like that of a Nene Leakes based on the exposure that she's had in the past, Glee, NBC, Donald Trump, her YouTube should be on fire. And that's why
Yes.
I'm saying she doesn't have the right people behind her to make it happen, y'all. This ain't no emotional. That's why I say you got to get out of your emotions and, oh, I like this, I like that. But Nene should be further along from a business perspective. That's it. That's all. And I said what I said.
You're
Well, and
right.
and and also just going back to Kenya, yesterday she dropped her opinions of the outfits for the reunion, and I've been seeing people clip her, things that she said on multiple different content creators. So she's getting traction with that, so she's utilizing, her popularity and
Nene,
everything with that, and she's
you
keeping her
Nene,
face out there. Huh?
are you talking about Nene?
No, no, I'm talking about Kenya. I'm just giving an
Oh,
example of how she, not on the show anymore, but she's utilizing, her platform to still kind of peep out, be out there, put her foot in the water, let her opinion be known about the looks or whatever going on the show, and just and people. I like looking at her YouTube videos
okay.
so far.
It's
I
it's about networking. I mean, uh, if you have universal, what better networking is that? And then you can also plug that into your YouTube and social media and stuff. And then you can do interviews based on the fact that you're going to appear on the show and kind of, do the cheeky thing where they kind of throw out hints. Well, y'all have to watch and see, but it's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? None of that. None of that all of that was possible. All of it.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Nene should be in her bag like
Mhm.
Kim that spent up all her man's money. She should be in that bag. I mean, just because you don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring, right? You just never
Mhm.
know what tomorrow's gonna bring. And thank God she didn't get hit what Fantasia got hit with years ago, and she had to start all over because that man was out of North Carolina. And if anybody knows anything about North Carolina, they do not play about marriage. I said what I said.
You sure
Period.
did. You sure right about that because she's Fantasia. Sure got sued by that wife, honey. Yes,
Um,
she did.
Mhm.
Mm.
hold
And
on.
so did Nene. Wait
Hold
a minute, I
on.
forgot about that. Nene got sued too.
Hold on, y'all. I wanted to drive home a point. Give me 1 second. Y'all talking about yeah, let me mute myself. Y'all go ahead, but I'm gonna bring it
No,
back.
he's right. She's right. Nene got sued too. I don't know if the case has been dropped or they settled out of court, but his wife, her current boyfriend, or I don't know what their status is. I seen them together maybe a month or so ago. His wife sued her. So yeah, you don't play about
Oh,
North Carolina. They got that law.
I want to
If
talk
I,
about Nene. I want to get back to the production of it all. Uh,
Hmm.
hold on. Let me reset my thoughts about where she should be. About where she should be. Um, and I'm not saying Nene's not doing a great job, right? I'm just saying this isn't the full scope or the full breadth of what she could be doing. She don't have the right people in place, in my opinion, based on her work, her portfolio. She should have accepted that trader's role because they was gonna vote you out anyway. You too strong. They was gonna vote you out anyway. That'd have been free money. That would have been like taking candy from a baby. That would have been very strategic. That would have softened and start to, I don't know, it would have replenished the relationship with Bravo. You see what I'm saying? But Nene keeps proving that she's a force to be reckoned with at times that she don't need to present in that manner. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. She's in a
Yeah.
way shoots herself in the foot, with some of her moves or lack of moves. And again, I think it all goes back to who is behind her, her team and what they're pushing, or, even if she's listening to them, maybe they are pushing ideas and she's just, nixing it because I've been in this business, quote, X amount of years. You don't have, she's not listening. Something's not giving because like Bravo or Aunt Debbie was saying, she's not real inviting. I literally I can't look at her show too much, especially the last one I looked at was her and Toxic Tamor. That was so disgusting and it was just cringeworthy,
Mhm.
so she's not inviting, but she could really be in her bag. I could see her being on Traders and like you said, they probably would have voted her off. But at least her face would have been out there. Millions of people, would have seen her more so than being on College Hill. Not that that's not bad, but she would just had her face back out there.
Oh, she
Just
didn't.
kind of, you
Hold on.
know,
Was she invited to be on College Hill?
she was on College Hill
Oh,
last year, or couple, maybe 2 years ago now. Yeah, she was on there. She did a whole season.
I don't even
yes, she
remember.
sure
But go
did.
ahead.
She
With
did a
Ray
whole
J and all
season.
of them was on there.
Who?
It was Ray J,
Yep.
Nene, and they was on
Ray
College
J
Hill.
and Jocelyn. I don't remember Nene. Did she leave early?
No, she stayed the
No,
whole time.
Wow.
Wow.
She stayed the. So that's what I'm saying. If she could take College Hill, she certainly could take Traders.
Traders, yeah.
So it
And you're
makes me,
right. They would be
although I
voted
know
off.
Portia doesn't have that power, I think maybe it might be a little truth in maybe she pulled me, not her. I don't want to work with her. So, I don't know. Something keeps, at least from what people are saying in Kempire's, what he was saying,
Okay,
that
Simone, you gotta get
maybe.
hold on now, Simone.
I'm
You on
sorry, I didn't mean to say the
the
name,
show, baby.
but I
Listen,
think maybe there might be some
I love
validity in
Kempire,
that.
but listen. Come on now.
I
Mhm.
don't know. I know you say that she doesn't have that power, but I don't know. But if
I
she
got
did, if she did turn it down, that's not a good look for her. Because I couldn't see anything bad about it. She may not win, but just putting her image back out there again would have been a
I
plus,
got
I
you.
would think.
Bravo. What you want to say? Because I know you was trying to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, Traders is good. And they vote off all the housewives. All the Real Housewives, they vote them all so quick, and it's fun. And yeah, oh my gosh, she would have blown that up because she has the type of character. She probably would have made it further than most housewives on Traders.
I was excited about seeing Nene on Traders, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be plugged in," only to find out a
Mm-hmm.
week later, 2 weeks later, she turned it down.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I know.
I think she should have took Traders to
Me too.
reintroduce herself to the world, and
Yep.
then she could have came back to her show. Whether she got voted off, won, she could have brought other people to her show to explain Traders to a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people, because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people don't get the concept of Traders. So that could have been a blessing in disguise. And to
Exactly.
me, she should have took the opportunity and broaden her horizon with it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hold on, you said something. You said she should have took the concept and came back and rolled it out on her platform. That's brilliant. That's one thing. The second thing is, I know Nene. Here's the thing: has or appears to have some type of with talking about the Real Housewives. I think it would have been brilliant of Nene to review the episodes. She don't have to do it in great depth or detail, but that's what we know you for. And if you gave like a 90-second clip from Nene Leakes just about that and then roll into your other stuff, that girl, people would have been tuned in. You gotta know where you thrive. And that's why it's important to have a good team that's not afraid to say, I know you don't want to do this, but can you dedicate 60 to 90 seconds? Because they're going to love you. They're going to love, the audience is going to love. Yeah, Kenya's doing it, but people are going to run to hear what you have to say. You get what I'm saying? I think it was a huge
Mm-hmm.
mistake of her not to review it in some capacity.
But Queen Sheba, it goes into this, like you said, it's all about structure and strategy. Because once you got kicked off of Traders, your audience could have followed you on over here to your YouTube channel. But
Yeah.
it's all about that network. See, I mean, when it comes to network, when you're in a situation like that, then you reach on your network and start doing crowdfunding or having people come over to your show. I said what I said.
I think
You're
it's great.
right.
Go ahead, Bravo.
She's right. I mean, that's the thing. It's networking, marketing. It's about money. That would have brought her more money. I mean, because in the end, it's about how do you get to the bag and how do you work smarter, not harder.
Would have been
She's
a
not
great
working
opportunity for
smarter.
her to capitalize on. Bottom line, it would have been a great opportunity for her. And
A great opportunity.
unfortunately, she did what Nene does.
Yep. But listen, what we're doing today is we giving you free information that you wouldn't get. It's called like a focus group or feedback or survey. You know, when after you're done and you leave a hotel and they want to know how you feel about something, what can we do better? What are the areas you really enjoy? What do you not like? Listen, Nene should a snippet of this video find its way to you. The crowd is telling you what they want from you.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Hmm.
Yeah.
even they're telling you you would be crazy to go against your primary audience. They're telling you, oh, if you do this, we would do that. That's how you just plug yourself right into your people. Sinister,
Yeah. You know
sinister.
what else? There would have been, she would have had the confessionals back because they do confessionals on Traders. So
Mm.
oh my God. I'm, damn,
Made a
Nene.
mistake. She
Damn.
made a huge mistake.
But
She
this comment that you got on here, I don't agree with. I think she is a professional. She has the experience that of being on TV, being in on one of the top rated reality shows. I just can't see her not being able if she was consistent and stuck with it enough that she could be a great force on YouTube. And I don't think it costs a lot of money to do that for her.
let
You
me
know what I mean?
I want to hone in on this comment. She says y'all are expecting too much for Nene as a talk show host. She is not professional. You said it, I didn't. She is not a professional. She is brand new to this space. It's not easy. First of all, Nene should not be doing hosting. How about that? And I don't mean that in a hateful way. Nene is no, I'm for real. Nene is a one-woman show. If I were on her team, I would recommend, why don't you do a morning show by yourself and you
Mhm.
talk about what you want to talk about. People like Nene. And that's why Nene has a hard time with her. So I think some of y'all said she'll kind of ask them a question and then go to herself and talk
Yeah.
about her experience and her life and her da 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 da. Nene's a one-woman show. Nene should be on a radio by herself. I would be utilizing my YouTube platform as a radio show if I were Nene. Period.
I agree.
I agree.
Let's see. That's it. That's all. She's a one-woman show. She would dominate in that area. People love to hear her talk. She ain't got to pretend to be something that she ain't. She ain't got to be. Interviewing is very hard. And now that she started that way, she's going to have to continue that way. That's the crazy.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. Miss Gwen, thank you for the $5 super chat. She says Nene forgot that she has to crawl to get back to the top.
I don't know about
Does
you.
she?
Bro.
But does she?
Well,
We're not saying
I don't think
crawl.
so.
Crawl.
Yeah, I don't think
No.
she has to crawl.
No.
Nene is a
Not
household
Nene
name.
Leakes. Okay.
Yeah,
She's still a
exactly.
mill.
Exactly.
I
You know how many
mean,
memes there are of Nene?
right, of Nene. And
And I
Google her. Google her. She's got her own Wikipedia. Okay. No,
yeah, and
she
I
ain't got to
agree with
crawl.
what
She just
Queen
got to
said
move
too.
smarter.
Yeah.
She's Nene likes to prove points. You can't die on heels. Nene will die on a heel to prove a point, and that's played
Mhm.
out. As a,
Yeah.
I would like to see her evolve past
Yeah.
whatever qualm she appears to have with Bravo. Get back in the game. Let that ish go. Like you're not gonna get the top spot. You're not
I
gonna
don't
get
even think she's still beefing with Kenyon like that anymore.
is she?
I don't think so.
Shoot, she still got a grudge against Candy. And Lord
Well,
Jesus.
Candy, yeah, but I mean, all of them, all of the housewives, when you ask them who should be on the cast, all of them have said Nene.
Yep.
Every last one of them. So I
I
don't
don't
even
think she
think they consider the beefs that deep anyway.
They don't, but she does.
That's just
Look how
ridiculous.
what a tangent she went off with Toxic Tamar with
You know,
Candy.
I like Tamar, but I hated that. That was
I
awful.
can't stand
I wish she
Tamar.
would have told Tamar to pull her wig down. I said what I said.
I mean,
Thank
did
you.
we go to the wig?
Thank
Oh
you.
no, we don't want to. Not we don't want to stay
no,
on it. It was
But
no.
bad.
yeah,
It was bad, but
Nene, she's just missing the mark right now. I think focusing on her, giving her opinion on maybe different scenes that are playing out on the show would help her boost her channel a little bit, do some shorts, some things like that. That would really help more so than interviewing. Interviewing just ain't her thing because it just goes left to me every which way. The whole Tasha interview
Yeah.
with what
Well,
Escape,
could
that was
she, who
crazy.
is her manager? Because one of the jobs of these celebrity managers is I mean, even if it wasn't Universal, you're supposed to be boosting your client and putting her out there for anything. Nene could work a Wendy's commercial. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more than just
I agree.
sitting. Especially if you're at the caliber of Nene Leakes. There's so much more than just sitting on YouTube.
I
Who's her
got it.
manager?
I don't know. Clemens to Lemons and Andy Cohen blackballed her. She blackballed herself. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm not trying to be funny. You're not gonna sue a company for racism and being good with them. You're done. It's a wrap. It don't matter if it's Bravo, Target, Amazon, the dollar store. Once you sue them, it's done. Why? Like, I don't understand why people think that anybody that sues a corporation is going to get anything out of that. It's a wrap. Sue your job. Sue your job for racism. Get your check and then say, you need me, right? I was the best thing that ever happened to y'all. I can't thrive without me. It ain't, ooh, boy, this place ain't when I was here. Y'all. It's like sometimes when I hear people talk, come on, y'all, come down. Like, and I'm not just talking to the panel. I'm just saying, like when I
Yeah.
see people talk about they need her back, not gonna happen.
No.
But Queen, it's her ego and her pride that gets the best of her. And this is what I don't understand about some of these celebrities is y'all have all this money. Why aren't y'all in therapy? Because let me tell you something about therapy. I can take issues to my therapist and I could work them out and then I could come back out with a new formula. Let's make therapy cute again. I said what I said.
You right.
I love it. Coco says, Coco Lee says, exactly. Why would a corporation take the risk of bringing that person back for anything? And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, as Black people, I'll be like, are we okay? What, like your expectations are so unrealistic because you're emotionally involved in the entertainment piece of everything. And we think because it was entertaining and because she was a fan fave, that's all that matters. Bring her back. No, these corporations become liable again. They open themselves up to that. And not only that, they set this precedent to the other people that are looking for lawsuits, the Britt Edie's, the Brandy Glanvilles, this person, that person, that listen. It's not how you do business. It's not how you do business. So we can beg and plead and hammer and claw at it and all we want to. They're not bringing that, not in that aspect. It would be unheard of. Have you ever seen a corporation bring somebody back that they settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit with?
Yeah, and then on another thing, the star of Bravo, if you really want to know who the star of Bravo is, it's Andy Cohen. They're going to back him on whatever he wants to do. He just extended his contract.
Right, but that's business. That's any
That's
corporation.
business, right?
That's right.
So they're going to. So no, we won't see her on. We'll see her with Universal projects if she would open her mind. But no, Bravo's done.
No,
Yeah,
but I thought that Nene was coming back for season 17. That's the word. That's the tea that I heard.
What?
I saw that. I mean, I saw her, you talking about that photo with her and Cynthia.
I didn't see the photo. I just kind of heard word on the curb, actually, from Nene's. This blogger that she's very acquainted with. She said that she's coming back for season 17.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Does that change the narrative then?
Somebody said I thought she dropped the lawsuit. She received a settlement.
Well, they went to arbitration, so
that's a settlement.
Well, depending on what they settle for, it may not be monetary. It might be she's able to do different projects with Universal, and just a little bit of pushback
Nene set up in there and didn't get no money.
I don't know. I don't know. I would assume maybe not. It depends on what the terms of the settlement were. Money, yes, but maybe she wants to be back on TV more so than getting a check, depending on, I don't know. We won't know.
Think about
what
it
the
though.
terms
We're not talking about now. We're talking about when she first sued. When she first sued, there was no wanting to get back on television. She sued for racism. And when you sue, typically you're looking for a settlement. Right?
Yeah, but Monique sued Netflix, and after she settled with them, she had they gave her a show on, not a show, but a one night, comedian stand up.
And they pulled it.
Oh, it's not on there anymore?
Go see if you can find it, child.
No, I don't know, but I know they gave it to her initially, so they paid her up front for that, and I'm sure. So,
Yeah,
and that was
monetary.
after
He got money. Nene got paid undisclosed amount.
Pacified her.
Yeah. Now I don't know how much.
Right.
But she didn't go in there and sit and say, "Hey, in the future, I'm just suing you because in the future, I just may want to come back and be on TV." That's all I wanted you to know. Okay, have a good day.
But did she put that in there? Was that a part of her lawsuit?
Just talking.
No, she was just talking. But yeah, it was. I don't know, this whole Nene thing. Unfortunately, I just think either she does not listen to her manager, or she just has a bunch of yes people around her, who are just hyping her up on some BS. You know what I mean? They're not really giving her being real with her on how she can really turn this around for herself and be back out there because honestly, she is a household name. Her image is a household image. I think you can go to any neighborhood in America and put her picture likeness up and people will recognize her, you know.
But did the narrative change if she is going to be back on Bravo?
I
Did
don't.
she say?
Okay, hold that thought, Bravo. Let me read this, and then maybe this will segue into yours about the narrative changing, because I think this is a perfect segue into what you're asking. Cynthia Lacey says she said that she still works with NBC, right, which owns Bravo. She don't know why people think they're in a bad place, but they're in a good place. The reason people continue to think you're in a bad place is because when NBC attempts to give you more visibility and extend your platforms, you say no. That's why people continue to think that you're in a bad place, because it appears as if they're attempting to work with you, and you want it your way or the highway. Go ahead, Bravo.
So that's what I was thinking when that was said, because I was saying the thing about Andy Cohen and all that, but then it was said that she might be on season 17. If she's made, because her ultimate goal maybe be to get back to the housewives, and that's why she's like, I don't care about the other stuff. I only want to get back to the housewives. Which, if she gets back to the housewives, blows everything out of the water, because that's where she was at her, at her most. I'll say at her most. I won't say at her best.
Well, I want to say this as well. Like even with her YouTube channel and things like this, I think it's strategic because remember she had her show at the BET Awards. So she's putting herself out there. I think that, season 16 was just, she had a lot of things going on. She's like, give me some time and I'll be back. But I think that's what she's doing right now. And this, I don't know her personally, but I think that she's moving strategically because being at the BET Awards, everybody's going to see you, right? And
Mhm.
even she interviewed some of the housewives. I believe it
Mhm.
was Kelly. And so, you know, um, even speaking with Kelly and giving her perception, I think that that was kind of a segue of her introducing and meeting the other girls. Like n- in front of us, but not in front of us. Y'all just got to
Mhm.
look for the small details. Everything they want you to see is right there in your face. I do believe in my mind, well, I'm hoping that she would be back, but the cast that I'm hoping for is Angela Oakley, Nene, Kenya, Sheree, Adra, Portia, and I would say bring back Shamari DeVoe. I would say bring back Shamari DeVoe.
I'll
Mhm.
trade out Phaedra for Shamari. Phaedra got to go.
Yeah, I don't. Phaedra's treacherous. She's just weird. She keeps doing this evil mess. I don't even know what Phaedra's doing anymore. Because why would she do that? That was real dark. But yeah, I agree with the other ones. I would like to see Kelly back, even as a friend.
Who?
If Kelly, because she won't
No,
have
absolutely not.
no. Well, she wouldn't
She's
have
not
the.
solid. She's tricky. She a joker. I don't like jokers.
Okay,
And what I mean by jokers, that don't mean you're wrong. I just no. I think that's.
no.
But but go ahead. Go ahead, Bravo.
I mean, she doesn't have the key in her back, the wind up key in her back from Brett. So I don't know.
Kelly
Uh
wanted too bad for me. I smell desperation all over her.
oh wow. Okay.
So she just hop and hop and hop wherever, like a little rabbit. She just everywhere. She not
Right. And
solid.
see, I haven't been watching the show. I've been just seeing clips. So I don't know the meat of it, you know. Yeah, so I would have I don't know. I don't even I wasn't really into this season. not I didn't like what Kenya did. I didn't like what Britt did and everything. I just thought it was piecemeal after the first couple of episodes. But okay, I see what you're saying. I guess maybe I should.
No, you don't have to agree with me. That's your lineup. But I just
I can see what you're saying. I liked her the first couple of episodes. So I
she
don't
just
know.
she ain't loyal to
I
nobody.
mean, my I'll watch an episode every now and then and see what if it changed.
Yeah.
But I liked her so. But for
Okay.
me, yeah, that would be the coolest thing. You know, I
Coco
was
Lee
saying
said
her as a friend.
she'll take Kelly over Shamia any day. Shamia gotta go. Let's just talk about who gotta go. Shamia gotta go, in my opinion.
Yes.
Anybody want Shamia to say?
No.
Kelly gotta
Me,
go.
I want Shamia to stay.
Okay. Simone wants
Yeah,
Shamia
I
to
think
stay.
that I would want Shamia to stay because we need to see the richness of RHOA. I said what I said.
Okay.
We can see that with somebody else.
Who?
Tamari.
Who? I want to
Who's
see
living
Tamari.
large and taking a charge?
I like
Damn sure
Tamari.
not Kim. Or how about this? Would y'all want to see Kim Zolciak back on?
Hell
Hell
no.
no. Hell
No,
No.
no.
no, no,
Leave her
no.
racist ass where she at in the
So
poorhouse.
y'all don't
No.
want to see the ladies gather her up the way that
No.
she was gathering them
No.
up when she
No.
was over there getting that money from Big Papa and
No.
trying to make the ladies feel lower and less than
No.
what they was?
No.
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 No. That was
Nope.
No.
in the
Okay, so
past.
y'all said we didn't seen
No.
enough of those cop video footages. Okay, I got it.
She
I
would
said what
she
I
No.
would be
said.
exploiting the
No. We ain't trying to
kids.
help. Hold on. We ain't trying to help no racist ass white woman get $1 in
Mm-mm.
her pocket. That's what we
Thank
say
you.
now.
Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Got it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Get
And thank you
somebody
for
else.
correcting the sister on that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna help her. She wasn't thinking about nobody else when she had "Don't be tardy for the party."
Sure was.
Mm-mm. And kept the money. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, so who has to go? Do y'all still want Brit on the show?
Hell no.
Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
Who
Nope.
did you say?
Mm-mm.
Who did you
And I hope
say?
Bravo don't give her a damn dime.
Nope.
Did she say Brit?
Yeah, she out of there.
No, ma'am.
Fine.
She out of there. What about
Mm-mm.
Cynthia? What? Let me ask you this.
Hell no.
Hold on, watch this. Let me pose it a different way. Now that everything has come out, do you think Cynthia made a big mistake by going against Kenya?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Um.
Absolutely. Oh, and let me say this. Um, let's mention Brit got that lawsuit going on, but this woman got butt booty naked on the show.
Sure did.
We got to call that out. So she's talking about sexual harassment and things like that. Ma'am, you exposed your body to us and we didn't even want to see
We
it. And
did.
we pray that you give Nicki Minaj
Trash.
her face back. I said what I said.
Oh, they said what
Trash.
happened. Hold on. Let me hold on. You said what happened to Unity? UNITY. I am not.
Nope.
She said she don't like working with black women. So
Yep.
you know what? I believe her. So I don't want her back.
Who Cynthia?
That's what happened to Unity. I respect people's personal decisions.
No, she talking about Kim.
That's it. She said it. Remember, she said that's why you can't get no white woman to work with them. Don't nobody want to be the only white woman amongst all this black. Y'all don't remember?
Remember?
Yeah, remember. I remember the last time she was
Uh-uh.
on there on that reunion. And her and
Uh-uh.
old boy talk, he strong armed them and walked out to the car. Forget them. Let them get it how they get it.
Get them.
I think we need. So the real Miss Jones just did a lineup. I think this is too many people. I think this is what I think Bravo needs to do. The problem with Bravo is they create too many players, and as a result, it
Mm-hmm.
gets toxic, and that's where the liability come in, and people start getting mad and wanting to sue. Nail it down to top 5, Bravo. Give us 5 staples and run with that.
The top 5 would be uh Kenya, Nene, Portia,
That's your top three. Hold on. Kenya, Nene, and Portia. Do we all agree will be the top three? Or
Hell
not?
no. Portia is the friend of the
Yes.
show.
Okay, I'm with the top three that Bravo. Okay, what you mean hell no, Simone?
Portia is a friend of the show. She didn't bring anything this year, and she's not. She's a friend of the show material. Replace Cynthia and make her the friend of the show. Portia, Nene, Kenya,
Just your top three. Who would you put in there?
as a top three. Nene, Kenya.
So you don't even know.
But it wouldn't be Portia. That much I do know.
Angela. Nene,
Oh,
Kenya,
Angela. Yeah, I forgot about Angela.
Okay. I'm gonna keep your first top three, Bravo, Vivian, but I guess Simone gonna go with Angela as her top three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who else we bringing on? The other two.
Shamia and Kellen.
Who?
I like Shamia and Kellen.
I can't. I wouldn't even watch it.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Stop it. You watch.
Look, I said I wasn't gonna watch it. Now I got to go back and watch it and see what really happened. I don't know. I've been in the pool too much this summer, so I don't know.
No, I want to see that dynamic. Have Portia as a friend of the show, keep Shamia, and I want to see what's happening next season because they on the outs. So I want to see how Shamia show up next season. If she still do that lapdog shit, she out.
I don't like. She out. She gone.
Well, see, I'm with y'all, ladies. The top three will be Portia, Kenya, and who else did we say?
Nene, Kenya,
And
Portia.
Nene.
All
but
right.
then we would have to. Okay, so my fourth would be Angela. We got to have Angela there. We got to.
it.
And I would even say I would swap Angela out with Portia as the top three.
Okay, I'm not sold on Angela, but I like her in the fray. I just don't know where. I'm gonna go with my top three. Nene. I'm gonna go with Bravo, Vivian, Nene, Kenya, and Portia. Number 4 that I will bring in, would be Sheree.
Who?
Sheree. Sheree.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
I will bring Sheree in the fold. That's my number 4. And my number 5, they're gonna have to duke it out. My number 5, I will bring them on as 3 friends of the show. They would not get paid like they did Kenya and Portia during their first couple of years, and they would have to duke it out. Kelly would not be in the running for that. That would have to be Drew, Shamari, and Cynthia, because I need Kenya to get her lick back.
Yeah. So with me and Drew, I rather just Drew by herself. I'm sick of the Ralph Pittman element. I can't, I mean, I like Drew without the Ralph Pittman. I liked her when she was friends with Candy. I liked her when she was, developing friendships with the girls and Ralph wasn't such a factor. But with the Ralph Pittman element, if she were to bring that back, I'd be like, girl, I cannot deal with him. I don't know how you deal with him.
I like Drew this season. Now the seasons prior, I did not like her. I don't know if her possibly, and this is the part that gets me with Drew. You never know when she's lying or not. But this season, I liked her. I like how she showed up, and maybe because she's going through the divorce, she doesn't have him in her ear like that. So maybe she can think clearer. But I liked how she showed up. I think all of her scenes, especially with the Portia of it all, it made sense. They were logical. They made sense because it just didn't make sense of how Portia was coming at her, to a point. So I liked how Drew showed up. But if she's with him, he cancels her out for me because I just don't care about that living in the basement. That shit just is wild to me. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that on the social media clips of him and stuff, and I'm just like, he should not be on the show.
Well, see, and that's just, I don't know if they plan. Maybe they're not getting divorced and they just doing this It's so they lie so
Now, how did y'all
much.
slip into that from the lineup?
Huh?
How'd y'all go off down a rabbit hole instead of sticking
Oh,
to the lineup?
sorry. I
You
was
also
saying
want
that
threw Drew's name up in
Drew
there.
could be a
That's how.
possible
Oh,
Well,
five.
that's
here, I'm gonna bring you back. Let me bring you back. I want
Thank
Angela
you.
on. I want
okay.
Angela on because I need her to challenge Phaedra. I need Kenya on because Angela is going to amp Kenya up and bring up these conversations. See, Angela, she watched the show for years, so she's a note taker and she knows when to amp the fire up. She knows when to start that fire. So we need a fire starter and not the fires that Phaedra be starting. I said what I said.
Okay. Watch this one. Simple yet stylish said this is her top 6. I'm gonna have to clip one of them off your list, and I'm gonna tell you why. Nene, Kenya, Angela, Eva, Sheree. Actually, I could clip 2 off your list. Let me start all over. Nene, Kenya.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Ooh, I like
Wow.
Eva. Eva's a good one.
Forgot
Wait
about
a minute, who y'all think
Claudia.
I'm gonna clip? Who y'all think I'm gonna clip off her list?
Eva and
Claudia,
Claudia.
Sheree
Yeah.
Eva.
has what the hell
Yep.
Sheree ever
Oh,
bring?
hold
Sheree?
on. Let me tell you why. Simone, let me tell you why. She said Nene, Kenya, Angela, Eva, Sheree, and Claudia. I'm a clip Eva. Eva done regular. She became an everyday girl to me. See, I have, and I think most of us have in our mind how these women should be living, who they should, the caliber of men they should be dating. Eva came all the way down. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stay there. That's it. Number
I
2.
agree with that. Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
only thing Eva's gonna bring is her pretty face and her
That's
pretty
it.
eyes. I mean,
That's
we've seen all that. I mean, girl, move on. Give us something
yes.
else.
Yes. Claudia became too normal and regular to me. Claudia didn't stay elevated at a celebrity level. You over there doing Monday with Carlos King. No, no shade. I want you see how Nene them will
She
entertain
is?
him and then move on. You stayed. You supposed to stay above at a different altitude. And that's why I say no to Claudia.
Somebody
Claudia
tell
needs
me
to
what
fly
Sheree
all
gonna bring.
above all the hate. What Claudia's doing? Um, Wait a minute. Y'all done messed up my whole life.
What
I
is
love Claudia.
Sheree
She's doing
going to
shows for
bring?
him.
Yes, girl,
Yeah.
Claudia. Listen here, let me tell you one thing about Claudia. Claudia is a clout chaser. Claudia took down Fox Soul. Claudia is a disaster. She's a tornado in herself. Y'all think that Nene is a self-sabotager. No, it's really Claudia. I said what I said.
I thought you were going to cut Claudia because Claudia no longer has that clout that she used to have.
That's what I
I
Claudia
said.
had
Clit
I
has
said
left
it
her
in a
no
nice
body.
way.
idea.
I
I
said it in
feel
a nice
like
way
she's a
though.
traitor.
Claudia is a non-MFN factor.
I didn't
What?
say it in that manner, but I said it in a nice way.
You
Not
said it in a
this.
nice way.
Just be
I'm trying to
normal.
understand what is Sheree bringing. Please
Hold on.
enlighten me.
Sheree? Sheree was dating
Sheree. What?
Charles. She had dated Charles in the past. I would love to see them amp that up. Yes.
I don't want to see that.
Listen,
Nah.
because listen, y'all, I don't know if Sheree was dating Charles or seeing Charles when her house was being built, but let's just talk about it. Sheree wasn't working, Sheree wasn't doing nothing. It's given Sheree was giving Brit allegedly. I said what I said. How you
Mm.
doing?
Mm,
Ooh.
Oh,
I
y'all
don't know.
messy today. Y'all are
Ooh.
messy.
I
Oh, but
don't
Claudia,
know.
Oh.
no, I can't
Catch
like
that tea.
It's Claudia. No,
Uh-huh.
it's. I wish she would have stayed elevated where she wouldn't be so easily accessible, and
Oh
that would
wow, you
have kept.
called her easy.
I said easily accessible.
Y'all just destroyed me. I am such a fan, but I have been off of everything. I just said I need a break. And then I have all this other stuff going on. And I had no idea. I am destroyed because y'all, I cannot stand him.
Who?
Even when he makes sense. CK, I don't even
Oh,
want to say his name.
Mm.
okay, gotcha.
Even when he makes sense, I'd rather get the right opinion from somebody else. That's how I feel. When you're talking to people and somebody you don't like makes a point and is a good point, I'd rather go to somebody else and get the same good point because what that so no to Claudia. What do y'all think about Kim Phil's?
Hell no.
She ain't gonna do
No.
it.
It's giving
No.
Usher.
Oh wow,
The
you
doors
said
of the church
Usher.
are open. No,
Child,
absolutely.
we done got Easy and
Yeah,
now
the only
Usher.
way Kim Fields should be back is if they're doing like a turkey giveaway or something like that. I can see her
Oh
serving
damn.
plates. Yeah.
We love you, Tootie, but we just don't like you on this. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You said
Mm-mm.
it. Give
Sorry, Tootie.
I mean, couldn't y'all see her serving plates at like a
Yes.
little event or something? Yeah.
Yes. And her face wouldn't be beat. We know that.
She too regular.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my
Lord
God.
Oh,
Kim
Lord.
Phillips
Ain't
was
nothing wrong with
boring.
regular
Go
queen. Ain't
ahead.
nothing
Throw
wrong with
another,
regular.
Vivian, throw another one out there.
Ain't
Dang,
nothing wrong with
y'all.
regular, y'all. Ain't
I
nothing
don't
wrong
Yes,
know.
with
it
it.
is.
No, it ain't.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
I want Shamia. I want
No, ma'am.
Kelly. I want
Nah, she can
Candy.
go.
It's giving Mother May I.
Do y'all remember Candy's friend Tan? What
I don't
about
even
her?
remember her.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
see
I
now.
do. That was the
I
one that
like
worked. She had
Tan.
insurance. She was working in insurance or something.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama Joyce didn't like her. That's the one Mama Joyce was saying was getting all the
No, that was
candy.
Carmen.
Oh, okay.
Carmen. Yeah, that was her best friend. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah, Mama
Candy
Joyce.
calling.
Yeah, and see, listen, I don't want Katie to come back on because then we going to have to look
Oh,
at Mama Joyce's old wig that Sheree recovered.
I
Oh,
love
Hello?
Mama
and
Joyce.
I
I
don't want
love
Lisa Wu. I don't want Lisa Wu. I don't want Lisa Wu.
no.
No.
hell
Oh,
no.
what about
She was
Deshaun Snow?
weird.
Hell no. Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
boring.
Boring as hell.
Boring.
It's giving First Lady.
Yeah, that whole thing was a yarn.
Oh Lord.
Well, what about that other lady that was on there? I think
Who?
she was
Tanya?
married to Neo, and now
No.
she married
Uh-uh.
somebody else.
Oh, Mayetta. Mayetta.
Pagnetta.
Oh, nah. She couldn't. Nah. She couldn't pull it off.
Yeah. Her or Tanya.
Who is
Remember Tanya the nurse?
Tanya back? I will bring Tanya back. That's the one
Yeah.
Portia with and ran her out of the country.
Yes.
Mm.
Bring Tanya back. And you know what I love about Tanya? Very educated, quick on her feet.
Yep.
And honey, she's with all the mess.
I will be open to Tanya. So you finally got a yes out of me. I will be open to her. Yeah, they to
Yeah.
my no.
Okay, good.
They said
Would
no.
you accept a crossover like one of the Married to Medicine women?
No, I don't want them crossing over. Stay in your lane.
Yuck. No.
I had to put it out there.
And
Well,
I'm tired
listen, we
of
don't
crossing
need any doctors coming over telling
over.
black women that they make up excuses to go to the doctor to get time off. Shout out to
Oh,
Dr.
you know
Jackie.
what?
I said what I
Man,
said.
man.
Not Marlo. Marlo done come and gone. She had her chance to shine. She
Oh
didn't
hell
seize
no.
the opportunity. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
She
and
Mm-mm.
I'm
didn't
tired
either.
of Marlo hanging. But you know what? Marlo does not give us nothing. Like even when she brought her nephews on and things like that, I thought it was very distasteful for her to on camera. Oh, I got to get rid of these boys. You're sitting up here giving up on these boys, and they mama had already given up on them. I mean, for what? You kicking them out so you can have your clients come in, so you could continue to keep the
Not the
payments up on your
clients.
residents? Allegedly, I
But
said what I
Marlo,
said.
Marlo was too hateful. She got to a hateful place and
She
it just
was
wasn't
mean.
entertaining.
She was
I think
mean.
they should go back on hiatus and get some real people. But bring Nene back, bring
Mm-hmm.
Portia, cause I want to see what happened between them two.
Okay.
Why they not big sister and little sister no more? Let's get to the bottom of that.
Hmm.
Okay, bring Phaedra back,
Why,
cause
Undebbie?
I want to see is Phaedra like they say she really is. Make
Okay.
Angela a friend of the show, so we
Okay.
can get to the bottom of what Angela say Phaedra did.
Okay.
Okay,
Now
so that's
listen.
three
Hold
there.
on. You got two more. Let her have two more, Tulsa.
Okay.
Go ahead, Undebbie. You got two
I
more.
can have two more.
Yep.
Okay. I make Cynthia a friend of,
Okay.
and the last person, we need somebody new. It came. I don't want it to be Kelly. Definitely, somebody new that will stay neutral and don't know nobody that'll come in and make their own opinions and form their own relationships with the ladies.
I think
Okay.
that's a good one. Go ahead, Tulsa, or whoever was trying. I think it was Tulsa trying to get in on Undebbie's.
Oh, damn, I forgot my thought. Listen, I'm having such an amazing time on this Saturday fellowshipping with all you ladies. Like
Me too.
this is gold right here. So I'm just taking it in. I
I
said what I
left a
said.
whole I left a whole boring Zoom meeting to be here. Even though I was the primary person, they needed to get their ish together. So I told them that I needed to go to another meeting.
There you
Here I
go.
am.
Well, we glad y'all came. I like Aunt Debbie's lineup. I
Yeah.
like the top three of Nene, Portia, and Kenya. Guess why? Because they all fight each other at some point in time, and none of them are best friends with each other. They've all had a.
Mhm.
That's gonna be very interesting to see those three in action: Nene, Portia, and Kenya. Top three, right? And
Right.
then y'all say bring Angela back. That makes sense. Bring Phaedra back as a friend of the show, only as a friend. Um, 3, 4, 5, and then who else did y'all say?
Did
Angela?
you say Angela already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. We want to bring Shamaria DeVoe to come back because we need somebody to get drunk and spill the tea. So we got
All
our
of it.
fire starter, we got
All
our
of it.
person that's gonna be inebriated, and yeah, and then we got Angela that's
Yep,
gonna be starting up the mess or addressing or and see this is what's good
putting Phaedra in her
because
place, putting Phaedra in her damn place, but go ahead.
yeah, put Phaedra in her place. And also, if y'all didn't catch this, Angela was able to speak to that guy Mark, that or his name was Mike. Phaedra set him up to go there, and
Right.
Angela has a recording on it. Queen, I'm gonna send that to you. Remind me to send that to you.
Okay, send me that, please, if you don't mind sharing. Get what you need from it first, and then whatever, and
Wow.
then but watch this, hold on. They saying Fallon, hell no, I don't want no more younger women there that don't have nothing going on and sitting at home watching the Young and the Restless all day long. We ran into that problem with Britt Eady. We running into that problem with Kelly. Fallon would just be another example of that. If you're gonna bring on a young woman, I don't want her to be an industry girl. I don't want Ming Lee and all of them. I want somebody that really got something going on. My last question is who would be the new person that y'all would bring? So we got Angela. No, we got the top three, the core three: Nene,
But
Portia,
Queen, she has
Kim.
to be married.
Yeah, because we ain't got no married folks on here but Angela, right?
Right. As Charles said.
He
She has
was the
to.
only husband there.
But see, okay, if I did one cross, I lied. Who was that I asked that question? Bravo said, "Would you do a crossover?" Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
I would only do one,
Okay.
and this, I will make an exception to the rule. I would take Bose from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I'm getting off of here.
Bose.
Bye. Bye. Girl,
If
bye.
I
I
could,
didn't like Bose's
Shit.
Y'all
I'm
approach
some
about
when
to
haters.
stomp on your toe with my kitten heel, Queen
Y'all
Shiva.
some damn
I
Bye.
haters.
don't I didn't like how
You can keep
Bose
all of that.
and what's that girl's name? Her husband,
Oh,
her old husband took all that money. I didn't like how Bose and then went after our girl.
Mm.
if
yeah.
I could see
Somebody
one
just
person
said
to come
Toya
on
Harris. I'm
Housewives,
Uh-uh.
sorry.
one
I
person that
think
could
it'll be
come
a
on,
good
even
one.
if she stayed for one season, it would be Melody Cherie.
They said some say, okay, see, I didn't say it because some of them are saying they want a married woman.
Yeah,
Melody
I
was
want a
pretty
married woman, actually married woman, Queen Sheba.
Okay, but Aunt Debbie says she want to see Melody for one season. Now, here's the thing: Melody would have to do. Melody gonna have to come with some heat. You get what I'm saying? Because these girls,
Right.
We need
She's
we
gonna
need
she's gonna have to get
we
in her
need
bag with these
we
girls.
need
Yeah.
yeah,
Final Allen melody. The melody from St. Where were they? St. Lucia's. Where were they? St. Croix,
Saint
Salesius, one of them.
Saint Croix, I believe. Saint Thomas. Saint Thomas.
St. Thomas. Yeah, we need St. Thomas Melody on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I
So
believe she
who?
could hold on. She would, she'll do what she had to do.
Okay, they said no crossover and you have to be a wife. So they said I got to take Bose back and y'all got to take Melody back. So who would y'all?
Yeah, they have to be a
Oh,
wife, y'all. So
Okay, let's see.
the last one has to
Oh,
be
hold
a
on. Let's
wife.
do this. Everybody take 30 seconds. I'm going to put on a 30-second timer. Everybody come with your best shot, including those of you in the chat. Here we go. I got mine.
I got mine.
Baby, I got mine.
You got yours? They to my mama D. Hell no.
Oh, hell no. Her
Listen.
tooth gonna fall out.
Hey, listen. Here's the rules. It can't be a crossover. And they have to be married. I got mine. Simone still need more time. They cannot be a crossover. They can't come from another married to medicine, y'all. That's the rules, and it has to be a wife. You got yours, Simone?
I ain't got one.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
start with Bravo Vivian. Who is yours?
They can't be a crossover, and they have to be a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, Cardi B.
She ain't no wife.
I know. I'm just saying it out loud.
I'll come back to you. Aunt Debbie, who is
Yeah.
yours?
Mine is the Estate Norway.
Noir.
No, okay, Norway.
Okay, somebody better go tell the estate. The estate, Aunt Debbie says she want to see you on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Boom. That's a good one. Queen Tosa.
Yes, so my pick would be Jamal Bryant and his new wife.
Oh, that would
I said what I said.
I gotta give you a round of that would be
Oh,
good.
that would be good. That would be good.
A round of applause if I can find it real quick. Wow. Hold on. Okay, I got mine. Mine would be Gloria Govan and her husband.
Wow.
Gloria packed the heat. She stood up against Shawnee and Evelyn by herself. She with the chicks. I would pick Gloria. They genius, Tosa.
Absolutely. And that's why I'm here reporting live in the field, reporting for the Queen Shiba show. Queen Shiba, darling. Let's correct that. I said what I said.
Love it.
Oh, they saying that the preacher's wife would have to keep it church. She would have
No,
to
ma'am. Listen here. Do y'all see all these church court cases going on? Listen here. The first ladies can get down and dirty too. I want to see it. And I'm pretty sure y'all want to as well. Let's go.
All right. Who else got one? They have to be married and can't be a crossover.
I can go dark.
Don't go. Okay. Is she married?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Tasha K. I said it.
Oh,
baby.
Wow.
Wow.
Where's the hand clap for that one?
Wow.
Let me give her one. That's a good one. Simone.
I don't have one. I was trying to think of some married couples
Just
that
think
are
of a
not
woman.
crossovers. Huh?
They say you went real dark, Bravo Vivian.
I did.
Crystal, actually
Tasha
good.
K would turn
Crystal
the
like it.
housewives upside down.
Okay,
I mean,
Simone.
well, she is married, you know.
And she would tell all the business.
Toot
Sure
Latrice said that
would.
would be a good ass show. Listen.
Girl.
Dang.
Mm.
Okay. So
You
okay,
know
we
what,
going with that. I already
Queen
know
Sheba?
mine lost.
Before
No
you
doubt.
go first, I
What?
was going to say with Tasha K, it would be so satisfying because before she would come on the show, she would know who the cast are, right? What she would do is she would have Jasmine, and shout out to Tasha K, she's one of my good friends. Yeah,
Mhm.
she would have Jasmine go ahead and do all the research on the ladies, and baby, those reads will be reading. Go ahead, Queen Shiva.
I don't know if she would merge as fluid and seamless as we think, because it's one thing to talk shit online. It's another.
Let me let
Hold
me
on. It's
correct
another
that.
one. Hold on. It's
Okay.
another to have them in front of your face, right? And you can't just drop a read out of nowhere because it has to make sense, right? So now you have the pressure of the audience, and then you have the pressure of these beautiful women that are snooty tooty. Tasha gonna have to find herself in all of this, and I think
Listen. Okay.
I go ahead.
Oh no, what I was gonna say was Tasha would be very good for this because once again, she's married, she's a blogger, she's familiar with it, and she can actually draw up the questions that the people really want to know.
But it's not
And
interviewing. That's what I'm saying. It's not stage. She gonna have to come out of that and just
Yeah,
go to
she can't
dinner
but
and have a good
produce.
time. You
but
can't
no,
do
Can't
like
none
when
of
when
produce.
this.
one of the girls come for her, she can always bring up, well, your husband was she, you know what I'm saying? Like she could dig back into her archive. Like this woman is gonna come with a whole bunch of ammunition on these ladies. She's gonna play nice, she's gonna play good cop, bad cop, but it's just one person.
But
You
it
see what I'm
has
saying
to
there?
be, I get you, but it has to be brilliant and beautiful and not too trashy.
Right.
I don't think none of the women would trust her. She would be on the island all by herself because they know who she is and how she operates.
I think some of them are, a couple of them are already, well, I think a couple of them are kind of friends with her.
So listen, from a business standpoint, from why I said Tasha K would be because she has movies out, she has her platform, she has to pay Cardi B back. I mean, she would probably the way Bravo's paying shit, Cardi B will have a good Christmas this year. I
But
said what I said.
okay, here's the element. I'm gonna be honest. Irene said it. You can't just get on here and read women for filth because it's gonna be like, ugh, go back to love and hip hop. Tasha K is going to have to refine herself and be more ladylike.
You know, while
But you have to
back in the,
understand controversy sells.
I
Nah,
agree.
Controversy.
hold on, Tulsa. It does, but this is a particular audience that has a particular palette. We like drama, we like shade, but you got to be refined. You got to be ladylike while doing it. You can't just
Well,
fly.
let me tell you this. Kenya opened up the door when she brought out those photos. Britt opened up the door when she decided that she was gonna get butt booty naked on this channel. So when we talk about class, really, where is the class? And when
They
we
still.
talk about Tasha K,
Mm-mm,
yeah, she had her
mm-mm.
situation with Cardi B, but the lady is a marketing guru. I think that you need a marketing guru on this show
But they have
to
to possess the
zoom up.
qualities. So they have to possess particular qualities. She's missing. Okay, have you ever thought about applying for a job interview and you said, I got everything. I'm just missing two things. She
Yeah.
has two things and missing everything.
well, I mean,
So
could she refine that? Because for me,
she could
what we,
refine the clothes and the makeup and the hair. That would be easy.
Well,
what
no,
about,
let me tell y'all this because, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, baby.
what about her delivery? Because
That's what I'm talking about.
the thing about it is one of the reasons why I said it went dark is because she's there, she's married, she has the lifestyle. She's always out and about in Atlanta. I mean, you can go anywhere in Atlanta on a weekend night and see them together out. You know what I'm saying? She's a part of that lifestyle. And a lot of people don't want to admit that they hang with her, but a lot of people hang with her.
Well,
Just
here's the thing.
saying.
Yes.
Hold
Even
on,
Claudia,
So
even
Yeah,
that's
Claudia
Claudia.
Queen Sheba,
you see
I
how
Claudia
we
love
hung out with
Claudia.
her.
But we kicked
Claudia's a
Claudia
traitor.
out though too.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
Claudia's a
saying?
traitor.
We kicked her
Yeah.
out because she's too everyday. Tasha, Queen Lily said, "Well, close that door." At first, it sounds good. It's edgy.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
dark.
my
You
God.
believe, huh?
Can I say hey to Queen Lily? Hey, listen here. Shout out to all the queens, and this is a quick commercial. Shout out to all the kings and queens out here. Nothing is
Mhm.
personal. It is Saturday. We are letting our hair down, and we are saying it like we mean it. How
Yep.
you doing? I said what I said.
Yeah, it ain't personal. No, it's Saturday. I said what I said. But look, nah, Tasha K, like somebody said right here, we're gonna have to close that door because watch this. I saw another one. Here it is. Simple yet
Mhm.
silent. Now that since we are all talking about it on the panel, yeah, we're closing that door because we don't want to see all that on RHOA. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Tulsa. We like it a little bit. We don't like it that deep. You get what I'm
But
saying?
listen, I got to challenge you on that, Queen Sheba, and I got to challenge the whole panel. When we have individuals like Kenya, when we've had individuals like Britt, when we've had individuals like Portia on the show doing nefarious things, when we had Shamari on the show getting drunk and just she would tell lies. But Tasha is in therapy. Tasha is taking the steps to be a better woman. And I know this for myself because
Okay.
I've spoken with her.
That's why you
But I
going so
think
hard
that,
for.
but listen,
Watch this.
I'm a challenge you
Tulsa.
again.
Tulsa.
We do not care. We do not care.
Listen, let us stay in therapy.
Let her stay in therapy.
We do not care.
Let us stay over there.
We do not care.
Shoot.
But
So what
I
about
mean,
Gloria? So then we got to go back to Debbie's. No, to yours. Jamal Bryan's wife. Would y'all take her over Gloria?
Yes, any day. Because I'm
Okay.
all about putting money into a black woman's pocket because you said Kim Zolciak couldn't come. She's racist. So that's where I was going when I'm bringing up all these black women. I want to put money in their pockets. Tasha needs to pay Cardi B. I said what I said.
Okay, one way, 4275 say it's a shame the choices we have left with for black married women.
oh wow. Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah. You know,
Oh, let me do a
again,
quick commercial. If
No,
any content creators are in here or if y'all have social media platforms, share this live out right now. Please take the second and just share on your YouTube, your Facebook, your Instagram. Let everybody know that we are live. We're having a great time over here. It's a Saturday picnic. Come on over.
I
It's a
love
potluck.
her.
Bring your food and let's have some time. Go ahead,
listen.
panel.
I love that.
Liberia Rose, I should have got me a damn what is it called, y'all? A mimosa. Liberia Rose, thank you for the $5 super chat. Says Tasha isn't ladylike. Full stop. Yeah, I think Tasha would come in and kind of do some. I think she would make us uncomfortable after a while as an audience. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
can she come in as a friend?
No.
No.
We gonna go with your choice.
She can, I
No.
mean, but she is a friend to some of them women. I'm
But
just
let us stay
saying.
at home. Let us stay a friend at their house. I was open at first until we started talking about it.
Right. Right.
Who is Kadeen Ellis?
I
Let me
don't
type that
know.
in.
I'm not sure. But let me ask y'all this.
The fact that we don't know
Would
who hold on. The fact that we don't know who Kadeen is, that's a no. That's a
no,
no.
we need to know who the person is. Like they have to like if you said Sierra, oh, peep this out. How about I'm gonna throw this out there. Nia Long and Young Jeezy.
No,
They're
we going with
actually
your first choice. No, we going with the first
okay.
lady.
Okay. The first lady.
Yeah, I think that
Because you
would
know
be
what?
great.
Actually, the first lady would be perfect because we need a lot of prayer on this panel. I mean on the show.
Yeah, we're gonna
We're
go with the
good on
first.
the panel.
What? Hold on, why y'all talking about my moderator is bad? What that means, Cynthia? You don't like I trust my moderators. They've been riding with me for a long time.
Period.
They've been riding with me for a long time. But look,
And that takes us to a commercial. Shout out to all the moderators that are out here on this Saturday, letting your hair down and also zapping anybody that is being nefarious in the chat. Shout out to you.
they in there fighting. Look, so we gonna go with y'all. Want to go with the first lady? Y'all don't want Gloria, right?
Yeah, First Lady.
Panel.
Panel, can we agree?
No,
I
I
wouldn't
don't agree.
mind
Think
Gloria.
about it. So one at a time. Simone, what's your thoughts?
I don't know if we necessarily need someone that everyone knows. Maybe we need some new blood, someone that's fresh that no one really knows, and we get to know them. But if I
Okay.
had to choose, I would pick the First Lady versus Gloria.
Okay. Bravo.
I don't mind Gloria.
You don't?
No.
But who would you take, the first lady or Gloria?
Who is First Lady?
Jamal Bryant's wife.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, First Lady.
Okay, okay. Let's go with Aunt Debbie. Who would you take? Jamal Bryant's wife or well, you don't even know Gloria Govan, do you, Aunt Debbie?
Yes, I do. She was
Okay.
married. She was two sisters. One was married to that Matt Barnes guy that played basketball, and the other one, I guess she going with a lot of folks. I would say somebody new. If not somebody new, give Jamal Bryant the first, what you call a first lady. Give her a try.
Okay, I'm gonna ride with that. So Queen Tulsa, we're gonna go with yours. Hold on, but Trey is here. Trey.
Hey.
Hey Queen, hey panel, hey everybody in the chat.
Hey, boo.
Alice, how y'all doing?
Hey.
I missed y'all. I missed you, Queen. I don't know what's going on with YouTube and their notifications and all of that kind of stuff, but I've just been missing it. I don't know what's going on. But what I'm a little late. So what was the question?
Give us your top 5. Give us your top 3 for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Your top 3, your core. If you could pick your top 3, who would they be?
And also, you can bring back girls that are not on the show and add them in.
Tulsa, no, let him get his top 3. Then we're gonna walk him through it. Hold on.
So the top 3 that's on the show now?
Just your top 3. Your top 3.
Period. Period. I would have to say Nene. Ooh, that's hard. Okay, so Nene. I would have to throw in. Oh, that is a very hard question. Because I like if I'm only picking 3, I would say Nene, Sheree, and I don't want to say Candy because Candy's not. No.
Who would you say? So you got Nene, Sheree. Who else would you put in there?
And it's only gonna be 3 of them on the show, or just 3 my top 3?
Your top 3. Period.
Okay, Nene, Sheree, and I guess I'm gonna have to say Kenya.
Nene, Sheree, and Kenya. Okay. Before I go to Pamela Latham, now you can build a special teams. Anybody, past, present, future, what Tulsa was saying. So you got your top 3. Who else would you add? You get 3 more. Go.
Oh,
hold on. But one of them has to be married.
I would add Angela. I would add Claudia, and what's the last one? What is the girl from the last pick would be either between Eva. Well, no, I wouldn't. The last one would be Shamari.
All right. Hold still. Hold on. Let me see what Pamela Latham has to say. Pamela, give us your top 3, your core 3, period.
I'm a Portia fan. I love Portia, Nene, and I also love Cynthia.
Okay. You get to add 3 more special teams. They can be, one of them has to be married.
Candy Birds. I love Candy. I like Shamir. That's Portia's friend, right? Shamari.
Oh,
I
no,
like her.
Shamia. Sorry about that.
Okay. I love Shamir and Kim Zodiac.
I'm gonna let okay. I'm gonna let the Kim Zolciak fans on the panel chime in on that one.
Okay,
Like,
so I want to know, why do you feel like Kim Zolciak should be on the show this season? And then I'll tell you why I wanted her to be on. Go ahead, beautiful.
the reason why I'm a girls. I know she's going through a lot right now and stuff. Just to, I guess, get her feet back on the ground. I don't know.
Okay,
I
so
guess I could say that.
my reason was for having her back on the show was so the girls can really give her a slice of humble pie, because in the past, this same woman utilized her husband to bully these women. This same woman had her nose up in the air with her plastic wigs that she's now having to sell. So I want the girls to get their get back, because the white woman that was at the top that was using all that magic, well, baby, there's a spell on her, and now she's mine. I said what I said.
Oh
I,
God.
I
Can I
smell
say
a
something really
lawsuit
quickly?
coming.
Hold on, one mic at a time. Let me go to Simone and then Trey, you up next.
Okay.
What was the question? What was
It
the
ain't. Oh, I
question?
thought you
Kim
was trying to say something.
Zolciak.
Let me go to Trey. We didn't have a question. Go ahead,
Oh,
Trey.
I was just going to rebuttal to, as far as with Kim, I understand that she was somebody that was kind of a firecracker on the show, but at the end of the day, when they did come at her, when they had the chance to, she just did the same thing that she'll probably do if they bring her back on the show, which is leave, divert, anything she can do to dodge any type of accountability. And quite frankly, I'm not trying to be rude or mean, but I just don't feel comfortable knowing that this lady is getting $1 million check to continue to provide for her gambling and drinking addiction, rather than paying back her children that she was stealing her money from so that she can
Oh,
gamble and drink.
How
Yes,
you
she
doing?
was.
okay. Hold it. Okay. So Fanice, Fanice Fash says Marjorie Harvey. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Let me tell you why. She's not, in my opinion, she too stuck up. She's not user friendly. You don't really see her trying to love on the people, love on the crowd. I'm one of these black women that believe if you was when you was way up, right, and you really didn't fool with us like that, don't expect us to embrace you. I think
Right.
she stuck up.
Marjorie
I
the drug
concur.
kingpin?
Huh?
Marjorie the drug kingpin? Is that who they talking about?
Yeah, Steve Harvey. Yeah, she's damn stuck up.
Allegedly.
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 Miss
What
Gwen,
about Niecy Nash?
Miss Gwen, thank you for the $5 super sticker. She says the show needs to bring back and go back to the format of being classy. I agree. Somebody said Egypt Sherrod. Her and her husband can bring their storyline of their great show being dropped from HGTV while on vacation. What y'all think about Egypt?
We'll pass. We'll take Jamal's Bryant's wife over
Yeah.
Egypt.
Yeah.
I
What
want
about
to know
Niecy
more
Nash?
No,
Niecy
ma'am.
Nash, I don't
No,
want to
ma'am.
see her husband singing all the time. That is, girl, please. If I
Yeah,
want to
her
do that,
whole
I'll cut
family
on
is
the
very
radio.
bad. Her whole family is very try
What?
hardy. Like when they had their own show, it just everybody was trying to be a star. I wouldn't. It's just kind of like they're
Her
trying to be.
family's funny
They
though.
said Judge Faith and nope, and Kenny Lattimore. Nope, nope, nope,
What about the Brett wife?
nope.
No, please no.
Hell
Absolutely not.
no.
They are so boring, and the brat acts like a damn adolescent child that's stuck at 13. No, thank you.
Oh,
No.
I said
wow.
what I said.
Yeah, So I think we pretty much settled on the first lady.
Yeah, the first lady.
Yes. Come on, First Lady.
Yep,
And
that's the
get them
best option
together.
we got.
I think
All
she would
right.
get them
Now,
together.
Queen Sheba, now we got all this going on. Are we going to review the Real Housewives reunion together?
I don't
We
know.
got to do it. We got to do it.
I don't know.
Come
I
on,
don't know.
commit.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how it goes. I'm gonna
I
have to see
don't,
how
Listen, it's 3 parts. It's 3 parts, girl.
it depends.
I
Because
don't know if I can commit.
Yeah.
Three
What
parts?
they got to talk about for
What they
three
got
parts?
3
The
Yes.
last
hours?
season was
Yeah, that's
really good.
Listen, it's 3 parts. I think that
No.
we are invested. I think that while we are saying, who we should think the cast is, I think we should send that to Bravo. So let's advocate for our Black sisters to get their check and let's send it to Bravo. We need our cast. What was the top 3, Queen Sheba?
uh well, everybody had Trey. See, with Trey and Pam, they mixed it up. Most of us said Kenya, Nene. Well, I don't want to say most because the bottom row had a different. We said Portia.
Let's go with the top two.
Okay, who is the top two? Let's go
Nene
back.
Kenya
Leakes.
and
Everybody
Nene.
mute up real quick. Let's run
Nene
down the
and Kenya.
top two. Hold on, everybody mute up right real quick. I'm gonna go one by one. Give me your top two. Everybody mute up, mute up. I'm gonna come one by one. Let me start with Trey. Your top two.
Yeah, well, I forgot my top 3. I know it was Nene and Kenya was my third. I can't remember
Just
who the second was. But I can say
okay.
Nene and Kenya.
Just give me
Let's
two.
go with
You got
them.
Nene and who else?
Kenya, that's fine.
All right, let me go to Pam. Your top two.
I'm gonna say Nene and Portia.
Okay. So okay. Queen Tulsa, your top two.
Portia and definitely Kenya.
Okay. Okay. Debbie.
Nene and Portia.
Okay. Bravo, Vivian.
Nene and Kenya.
Okay. Um, Simone Wealthy.
Kenya and Nene.
Okay. Right at first, before Simone went, it was gonna be Nene and Portia based on the collective agreement of the entire panel. And then mine are gonna be Nene and Kenya. So that will be the top two. Now, that's the top two. I'm gonna come back. Just give me one more you would throw in the fray. Let me start with Trey.
Sheree.
Okay. Pamela.
Portia.
Okay. Queen Tulsa.
Sheree.
Oh, okay. Debbie.
Phaedra.
Okay. Bravo.
Portia.
Okay. Simone Wealthy.
Chi-Town's finest, Angela.
Okay. I'm the tiebreaker. Right now it's between Sheree and Portia. I'm gonna go with Portia. So that's our top three.
I have a question. How many husbands does Portia have to steal before y'all say we don't want this lady on the television show?
Well, first of all, hold on.
Selling these Timu bed sheets.
It's cancer season. First of all, Portia's a cancer. Portia had her first husband, Cordell Stewart. And let's clarify some things. Portia is not a man stealer, and Portia is not out to steal the bag, because if that's what it was, we would have saw that in her first lawsuit, divorce from her husband. She left with nothing. But this time around, Portia has a daughter. Portia has a legacy, and Portia grew up. Portia got wisdom. She said, "Listen here, sweetheart," and she had Miss Diane in her ear. "How you doing?" I said what I said.
But
Any
how?
woman who
But
says she
really,
should
that's
fuck
not why I
Charles
said
Hold on.
is
Wait.
Portia.
a
That is
No.
definitely a
whore.
word to
One
use.
mic. One mic. Go ahead,
That's
Simone.
not why I said
Any
Portia.
woman who would say she should fuck someone else's husband is a whore.
Well,
She
okay,
is a high
we
class
talking about the top
whore.
three though. Okay, well, Trey did bring it up. Trey, you go ahead, Simone. You right. He brought it up.
She's a
I'm sorry.
hoe. I don't want that hoe. That hoe need to be a friend of the show.
Okay.
That's it. Period. What is she gonna bring? Her and her mama giving her bad advice.
I'm gonna say
That's
this.
all.
Portia's good TV.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it. She's good
She
TV.
can be good TV as a friend of the show.
Yep, Portia's good TV. So Trey, you said how many husbands? You remember when they said that to Portia when she was on that live and she said yours? You remember who else husband you about to steal? Yours. You don't
I'm
remember
about to steal yours.
she said yours. She sure did.
Good
All
luck
right.
with that.
Huh?
I said good luck with that.
Listen, this is the top three, everybody. Nene, Portia, and Kenya. Take it and do what you want. That's it. And Coco Lee, makes a good point. Still, she can't take a man who ain't willing to be taken, period, point blank. And that's what we go in. So thank you, we've been on here 3 hours. I'm out. I'm finna go. Listen, thank you, everybody. It's been a
Have
hell
a
of a
good
day.
weekend.
I said what I said. Thank you to all of the panelists. I'm gonna let them drop down, and I am going to wrap up with the audience. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. All right.
Miss Queen Shiba, before we take out, were you gonna let us say something?
We've been on here 3 hours.
Oh, well, can I just give you a message that Portia had given me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead.
Hold on. Like you mean like a happy message?
Yeah, a happy message. Yeah, I
Okay,
would. Yeah, Queen Shiba, we're good. Hold on 1 second. Here you go.
Wanted. So the rest of my storyline was Dennis, you know, what he had going on and what he was trying to do and all of that. And Portia Pooh, we love you. We're riding with you. Thank you. The Queen Tulsa show. Portia Pooh, we love you. Oh, I like Portia Pooh. My mom called me Portia Pooh.
So listen here. That's a word from Portia. I love you. So
All
long.
right, thank you. All right, y'all. Thank you, everybody. Bye, panel. All right, we're gonna let all the panel drop down. Thank you, panel. Thank you for hanging out for 3 hours. I'm kicking everybody out. All right, y'all. I opened up the line. We had a good time today. Who is this? Let's see. This I am Leo says, I love your I Said What I Said segments. Yeah, we had a great time. Great panel, lots of fun today. Look, we stayed on a little bit later than I anticipated. I said I was gonna give y'all 1 hour. We gave you 3. All right. So that's it. That's all. We're done. I see people trying to come in, but y'all, it's done. We're done. We've been over here over 3 hours. I'm sorry, the person in the back that just clicked the link. We are done. Sorry. Crystal says this live 8. Thank you, Queen. Absolutely. It's been our pleasure. So listen, enjoy your Saturday. And I will talk to y'all a little bit later. All right.